and welcome back to Drachmae and Demigods. I am Sammy Ferber, and I will be your host for the evening. Welcome to the Links of Tartarus campaign, or welcome back if you are returning, if you've been following this journey all the way. If you haven't, no worries. This is actually a really great episode to sort of hop on to the train. So thank you for joining us. A couple announcements, first and foremost, and I'm glad that he's in chat right now. Fableforge RPG's new campaign, The Red Opera, premieres on Fableforge RPG's Twitch channel on October 12th. I am playing in it. Fableforge right now is in chat. That is the DM talking. It's going to be an amazing campaign based on The Red Opera by Apotheosis Studios. It's an amazing cast. I love my character. If you check out Fableforge's social media, they have started releasing some of the cast and some of the characters. Right now, it's been me and one of my co-castmates, Lexi, and our characters who are brother and sister. Tior Ambari is my character, and Phelan Ambari is hers. It's a really amazing relationship we have there, and I'm excited for you guys to experience it. So, if you want to see more of my dumb face, and see me in the player seat, definitely check out Fableforge RPG. The first episode is October 12th on Twitch, but you can follow them on social media for all your Red Opera updates. Okay, so let's play a game. So, Adagio is coming, we think? He was drunk earlier, and we haven't heard from him since. So he might show up, he might not. But until then, we're just going to keep going. So, previously on Drachmae and Demigods, the truth about Triaea's parentage was revealed. But it didn't really matter because Ryujin invented the coolest thing in Gaia, the Board of Surf. Together with Alexios and the bosun Rangram, he made 3 versions of this revolutionary product, and they all entered into a business arrangement to share the profits of their new invention as they attempt to sell it across Gaia. Plus, Triaea is the secret heir to the throne of Athens. But whatever. After a long journey at sea, the hands of fate finally reached the Isle of Aries and Vultura, where the mysterious second link of Tartarus awaits. A link that, nearly a month ago, Mnemosyne had sensed calling for help from somewhere around here. As the Chomokrates approached the docks on the northwest edge of Vultura, you saw a surprising sight. Warships from each of the 3 major kingdoms of the continent, the Xandarian Empire, the Athenian Alliance, and the Spartan territories, all docked here in large numbers, something that could only be seen as a foreboding omen. As the Chomokrates gets closer to this dock, the entire crew is in almost stunned silence. It's almost eerie. You can hear the waves crashing against the wood frame of this enormous ship as you get closer and you see the symbols you would all recognize as the symbols of these 3 kingdoms. As you get closer, you see some sailors on these ships. They're all docked, so they're not necessarily in business mode, but you see them sort of glance up at the new arrival and then do a double, sometimes a triple take, and they all seem to straighten and start scurrying. You see Cassandra has an interesting look on her face. She approaches. This is not exactly what I expected upon arrival. I had hoped that any sort of ships from the alliances would be far gone by the time that we arrived. This does not bode well, per se. Should be a bit of fun, yes? The ship docks. You see, as you approach this city, enormous stone walls surrounding every inch of the city. It looks more like a fortress than a city. And you see, at various points on these walls, these enormous towers, guard towers. You see on top ballistas as well as cannons. on all of these towers, perfectly distanced apart on the circumference of this city. The ship stops, and you see 3 armies in red plumes, blue plumes, and purple plumes, infantrymen, all have gathered in a loose sort of semicircle, right where you're going to be walking off that gangplank. In front of these soldiers, and you see they're all dressed somewhat differently. For instance, the Athenians have the shields as well as spears, and they're wearing this beautiful breastplate with the blue plumes like a mohawk. The Xandarians have the breastplate and the shield as well, but their spears are, for the most part, not in their hands. They're strapped to their backs, but they wear these beautifully intricate gloves, and they all have hands raised towards you with the purple mohawk plumes. And of course the Spartans with their red plumes, great sword, short bow, breastplate. And in front of these 3 armies are 3 soldiers, with the plumes going ear to ear, denoting their rank, 1 from each army. Cassandra goes, "Perhaps I should walk first. I believe this welcoming party is almost certainly for me." She steps forward, off the boat, onto the gangplank. All 3 of these soldiers in front hasten their weapons. The Xandarian speaks first. "Captain Cassandra, the blasphemous, in the name of Emperor Ilvisar, I hereby arrest you, woman, for the crimes of murder, piracy, smuggling, theft, and destruction of property." The Spartan speaks up. "Cassandra, the blasphemous, in the name of Menelaus the Reborn, King of Sparta, I hereby place you under arrest for murder, piracy, smuggling, theft, destruction of property, and the practice of forbidden dark magic." The Athenian. "Cassandra the blasphemous, in the name of Theseus, champion and son of Poseidon, unifying king of Athens, I hereby place you under arrest for murder, piracy, smuggling, theft, destruction of property, practice of forbidden dark magic, and escaping imprisonment." Cassandra takes a moment. Takes another step forward. "Forgive me, gentlemen. I have been long at sea. Perhaps my navigation skills are not quite what they once were. My crew and I were hoping to make port in Vultura on the Isle of Aries. Can you tell us where we are?" Athenian goes, "What are you on about, witch? You're on Vultura." "Oh, well, that is quite a relief, because unless the laws have changed while I have been at sea, none of you has any power here. So, we have several options. You can fight me and my cursed crew." And you see the tattoos on her shoulders begin to bleed once more, and the inky tendrils surround her. "Or you can let us pass." There's a beat. The Xandarian speaks first. "Charming, Cassandra. But no matter. You will soon see the inside of a prison cell, I am sure." "Come!" The Xandarians leave. The Spartan steps forward, and for a moment you think they might actually fight. He gets right up in her face.
a prison cell. If you would be so lucky.
Come. The Spartans leave. Then the Athenian. Alright. This won't be the last time, Captain. And then his entire expression changes as you see he notices Anemios behind her. Without breaking eye contact. Traitor. Anemios steps in front of Cassandra.
Always a pleasure, General Rhodope. The years have been kind to you.
Yeah. Well, you look like shit. Come on. The Athenians leave. Cassandra allows the tendrils to come back into her tattoo. She turns to you all.
Welcome to Vultura.
Now, Theos, is the ship set?
Alright, Captain. Great. Mama needs a drink.
If you need me, I'll be at the tavern. And she immediately just walks down into town. The city is yours. So everyone's like, oh shit, that's what... Suddenly, Anura just turns into, what, like a raven, a sparrow? What do you want to be? Wait. You can't hear Anna, says Quirky? Oh, I know why. Hold on. Alright, talk again, Anna.
I'm gonna turn into a freaking bird. I don't know which ones I have,
that
though.
works. That works. I'll tell you why. Because
turn into a flying snake?
all of the cast audio is attached to Adagio.
Wait, no. I want to turn into an owl and fly over the Athenians and see what happens.
You turn into an owl. In the middle of this early afternoon, some of the Athenians look up, point, and they all just sort of stop as you circle.
And I want to go back, and I want to land, like, near Cassandra and see what they do. I would land on her shoulder, but I don't trust her to not, like, push me off.
Luckily, there is a wooden post somewhat near her, and you just... and land. You see the general...
Cassandra. Look at the...
The general looks at the owl. Looks at Cassandra. I'll never understand the gods. And walks away.
You got to fly and confuse the Athenians. Hell yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. Mine's not that important.
Alexios...
Well, actually, it is, but I'll go after, sorry.
Alexios, it is bizarre to be back here. You never spent too much time on the docks when you were here. But even still, those Vulturan walls, you never forget them. And stepping onto the stone of this isle feels like home.
I am going to kiss it. Right.
It's gross.
I don't care. I'm gonna kiss it 3 times. I'm gonna look up at Ryujin, shoot like a dirty look, and I'm going to kiss the ground again.
Taste a bit salty.
Saltier than seawater?
Definitely not saltier than seawater. And for those of you who haven't been on the Isle before, upon stepping onto this land, you immediately feel just a different sort of presence in the air. Almost like an electricity in the air. And you're not sure if it's maybe just the brash people around you or whatever, but there's a part of you that just sort of wants to fight. just for the fun of it. It's just sort of an underlying energy that exists on this island. You can see past the walls of this city enormous mountains covering the entirety of the isle, as far as the eye can see.
As soon as I get up, I'm gonna like start trying to like point out big, well, whatever monuments I can see from where we are.
Yeah, there's a bunch of statues of Aries and that sort of thing. And actually, looking around, you guys are used to seeing statues of like basically all of the major gods. In this area, you only see statues of Aries. You see busts of Aries. You see statues of Aries. You see little tchotchkes with the symbol of Aries on them. Like it is like an Aries fan club. It's like in Disney's Hercules, like all that Hercules merch. It's like that.
Okay, well, real quick, we're still on the docks next to the. Okay, can I find out where Asana is? Like, just look for.
Yeah,
her.
it looks like she is one of the last people to be leaving the ship, so she's still walking down the gangplank.
Okay, does she still have that spyglass on her?
You assume.
I want to use my ring and turn invisible, and I'm going to try and steal it off of her as she's walking in.
Okay. Go ahead. Because you're invisible, you have advantage. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Ooh. What'd you get, Elaine?
Sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself again. I got a 28.
You go invisible. You creep up behind her, and you see it's just sort of the spyglass is attached to a loop on her belt. And with deft fingers, you move to unhook that loop. And you just feel it as she grabs your wrist. She goes,
You know, child, you could just ask.
Well, I was just making sure your perception skills were still up to date.
I think you may need this more than I.
and she unhooks it herself.
Oh man, I just like stare at it, and I'm like, let me have it.
I do not know where you
Please.
are, child. She just throws it up in the air.
Oh God, I'm still in.
She rolled a 36 perception.
Oh my gosh,
She rolled a natural
Dang,
17.
what's her-
Yeah.
that was mine. I had a natural 17.
She's got a crazy... I built that character around a crazy high perception bonus.
Oh my gosh, and I thought I did well.
You did great. But you can add a spyglass to your inventory.
Yay!
So we're gonna take some time and like explore a little bit before. Actually, do we know if Cassandra's gonna be leaving like the port soon?
Cassandra's gone, but you can ask one of the other crewmates. Like Teos is still there.
Yeah, I'll go up to Teos and I'll say, so how long are you gonna be docked here at the port? Do you think?
Not sure. I mean, we came to purchase whatever the once most new invention is, so however long that takes to augment the ship, I suppose.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know how long you guys are going to be in town either, but if you do need a place to rest, you can always take your normal quarters on the ship.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Probably will. All right, I'll let you get back to it. And then, can I look for? I'm gonna fuck it up. Try out.
Trya?
Yeah, I said it right
yeah.
the second time. Let's go.
Yeah, she's still hanging around. She's sort of getting used to this new environment.
You wanna come with us? I think Alexios has something he wants to do. Seems important. Maybe fun. Take your mind off stuff. Little tiny exploration adventure through the city.
I mean, I would love to. I don't know if Anemios would be a super big fan of me going off with you guys in Vultura.
Well, I mean, Anemios can come too.
Tell you what, if anything exciting happens, call me, and I will absolutely come running. I'm just gonna grab a drink with Cassandra real quick, okay?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then I'll go meet up with.
She grabs you. Hey, don't fucking
Yes.
leave town without saying goodbye.
I won't. I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay. See you later.
All right. See ya. I'll go and find Alexios.
Before Triea goes all the way over, like I'm assuming Cassandra's left, can I also fly over to Triea?
Yeah. Sure.
I just like circle around her real quick.
All right, show off.
She told me to fly when she gave me the gem. I gotta do it.
I am one step behind you. Just wait.
Alright, cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay.
Yep. I eventually make my way over to Alexios because I don't know what I'm doing here. Be like, okay, this is your city. What's next?
Okay. So I figure, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of outside information from my master, but we can go meet him. We can get information from whatever tavern or whatever inn we're staying at, but basically what we do need is a simple layout of whatever's going on here.
Side note, can we stop by well, does your master make armor, or is that too expensive? Does he do commission work? that's probably too simple, huh? Probably more advanced than that. Is there a blacksmith we should go to? I don't know. You want to make me some armor?
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Alexios. How are you?
I feel bad. I feel like if I ask you, I'm taking advantage of your skills. I don't know.
Don't you hate when like someone's really good at something and then you like just don't want to go to them for that thing?
True. You're right. Alexios, I'm sorry. I have a couple ideas for maybe some armor that I think would be pretty cool. Because I like the light armor I have now, the leather, but I think I should have something a bit more protective. I usually,
I've been saying that like this whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
So,
you.
I'm
All we have
gonna
to do is get an Nora on board, right? And I nudge an Nora.
I'm still an owl.
Oh,
Can I land on Alexios' shoulder?
but I just stroked the beak under. So we're gonna.
One leg goes.
What's Tower 1 Smo? Is anybody hungry? Do you want to put your stuff? Does anybody have like bags or anything? We can.
I think. I mean, I don't have any more stuff than we left with, really. Besides like a necklace and a little bit more gold.
To the tower, right?
Maybe.
Any objections?
Not a
Shake
one.
my head no as an owl. I refuse to change back.
The whole time, I'm just pointing out stuff. I'm giving them the tourist run through. If I see a weapons or armor shop, I try to at least note the smith by name. And every time it's, oh, that's Taros. He crafted this great knife once. I'm better. I'm better.
Yeah, and you guys do see there's like a whole section of this city that Alexios tells you is called the Dreadnought District. It is full of forges and smiths. It's the constant sound of clanking metal. It almost feels somewhat like the Fishbone District in Delphi, but far more intense, far less worried about appearances and just worried about getting product out. You see every weapon you can possibly imagine, every kind of armor you can possibly imagine, and it's all beautifully constructed. There's artistry happening here, and all of these smiths are like covered in soot and rippling muscles and just like full on in the zone making these armor and weapons. It's really a sight to see, and the fact that Alexios is like, yeah, he's good, but I'm better, you're like, oh shit, like Alexios is either full of shit or really badass.
A little bit of both. But I am also trying to give them like useful information. Just don't disrespect anybody who might be any type of cripple here. It's a thing if you didn't know. Just and while we're on the Isle period, do try your damnedest not to fight anybody with iron mask. That's the thing.
Okay. Doesn't sound too comfortable, but all right.
Try not to pick fights. I know you feel the like blood rushy thingy. It's blessing the Aries, but don't. A lot of people here can fight, and they will fight without hesitation. It's their thing.
Be on our best behavior. Got it.
I mean, I wouldn't say best behavior. Like, don't back down, but you don't want to pick fights either. If you can.
All right.
Alexios, as you're walking through the city, you're used, you know, when you were training here, you would often see soldiers occasionally from all different kingdoms. They often come here to purchase mercenaries and things like that. You have never seen this many soldiers in one place. It is like there are more soldiers than people walking the streets. They are not in open competition with each other. Like, they don't seem to be starting fights with each other, but you get the sense that they're certainly not friends with each other. There is a general tension on the streets here, but also a bit of excitement. It's a weird sort of feeling. There's excitement, there's anxiety, there's annoyance. There's a lot going on here, but there's a huge soldier presence, and you can see that a lot of the locals are sort of over it at this point, but you know, aren't gonna say shit about it. You do, as you're passing a lot of these smiths, some of them do look up and recognize you, like, Alexios, you're back, yes.
Yep. Just a little visit. What's the deal? There's a lot of you now.
Yeah, talk to your old master, yeah? All these fucking soldiers are waiting for his amazing invention, and he keeps delaying and delaying and delaying. But not longer. Only till tomorrow, yes?
Tomorrow? Well, he is a perfectionist.
Well, whether or not he is a perfectionist, I trust Paloma.
Wait. Paloma?
Who's baloney?
You have no idea who Paloma is.
Paloma. That's a new name?
It would be for you, is it not? She is, what would you call it? Your replacement. The once most new pet?
Pet.
Well, whatever it is you like to call yourselves.
Apprentice, but you know,
Sure.
Semantics.
Well, the way I hear it, Paloma was getting quite annoyed with your master for not revealing his amazing invention, and has now taken it upon herself to do it.
Oh, so this Paloma. What, how did this come about?
Ah, you have been gone longer than I remember, friend.
Yes, I've been
Paloma.
busy.
Paloma is an amazing creature. She is a force of nature. She came to fight in the gladiator arena and then left to pursue whatever it is you do in that tower. But then she used her new powers that she learned from the Once Smote to become the champion of the gladiator arena.
Oh, and a champion to boot. Seems
Well,
like
it is only
the
a
type of
champion who
person
can call a race to Olympus.
A race to. Okay. Buddy, I am really eager to meet my master. I think we have to go. Really urgent. If you need me, you probably wouldn't know where to find me. Just send word.
That's alright. Hey, friend to friend. Be sure to get your bets in for tomorrow, yes?
This is when the race to Olympus is happening.
Lots of money to be made.
Thank you. Yep.
I'm sorry, the what?
The race to Olympus.
Region, you would absolutely know what a race to Olympus is because of your background. Extremely rare, but it is considered the most glorious style of gladiatorial combat. What you would have participated in from when you were a gladiator would be generally just like standard gladiator matches, you know, various pair-ups throughout the night, ending with like a big title match. A race to Olympus is a very structured event that is only called upon in extremely rare circumstances because it's very expensive. It is a 5-round experience. 5 groups of 5 fight animals, beasts, and then the group that is the worst gets disqualified, and everyone else gets some money. Then 4 groups of 4 fight men, and then the worst group leaves. The rest get some money. 3 groups of 3 fight monsters, then the worst goes away. 2 groups of 2 fight gods, not really gods. Most of the time, and again, most of the time, these are extremely rare, but you've heard stories. Most of the time, it's like some minor celestials or something that is godlike. And then the final match is 1v1, one group of 1 versus the reigning champion of that arena.
Ryujin's eyes are sparkling right now. He's just like, wow. Incredible. Incredible. Where do I sign up?
Are you actually asking the question?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sign up. Friend, the fight is tomorrow. The 5 groups of 5 are already quite established. If you want to see if you can replace one, you can talk to Maynor, but I highly doubt it.
Who's this Maynor? You know, we'll figure it out. Thank you.
Not even for the hands of fate.
Oh.
Alexios, you know as well as I. Ringmaster Maynor only speaks one language, eh?
I mean, if you are talking about, you know, an actual race to Olympus, I mean, actual heroes, that does mean more gold, so maybe.
You see, this is the amazing thing about this particular race to Olympus. Nobody gives 2 shits about who these groups are. You know why?
Why?
Because the real point of the match is for the champion fight. Because only in a champion fight will Paloma reveal whatever new weaponry the Once Smote has been working on. That is why we really want to see.
I mean, you could see what they've been working on, or you could see more so what I've been working on also. It's a win for everybody.
What have you been working on?
I've been traveling. I've been working on tons of things. I mean, have you seen these before I left? And I hold out the chakram.
No, I have not. Are they merely blades?
Something like that, and like there's nothing like up in the sky, is there?
No, not really.
Like I toss it up and then bring it back.
Listen, my man, this is impressive, of course, but it is no cannon. You know what I mean? Alcmenos, he changed the game. You make fun blades.
I mean, it's really about quality.
Well,
And I highly doubt Paloma is, a child of Poseidon. Come on.
are you a child of Poseidon?
Oh. I mean Poseidon. I meant Hephaestus. Sorry, Ryujin. I looked at him and... Hephaestus. That one.
But see, that is the beautiful part. You have this amazing lineage, yada yada. She is just a girl. And yet, even though she is just merely a girl, she has earned the name Paloma the War Dove. For her elegance in battle, but brutality.
What kind
How
of
about-
rings does this individual have? They got some nice rings? Got some nice jewelry? Huh? They wear jewelry?
Paloma?
Yeah.
I have never noticed.
Oh. Okay. Got any cool necklaces? Nothing like that, maybe?
I do not know. She is quite stylish. Lots of people have begun copying her hair.
What's her hair look like?
It's a bright purple. It is a beautiful dye job.
I see.
Yes.
Zach, at this exact moment, I want to turn back into a Nora with like purple hair that I already have.
Oh, you see, you have also heard of Paloma, yes?
I was born like this.
Well,
So if you want to be real, she copied me.
well, okay. Whatever you say. I am not one to judge.
I'm a tiefling. Does he not realize I'm a tiefling? I want to see, like, does he not get that?
He sees you.
You're like, bro, I'm not even like native to Gaia. I didn't copy her.
Anyway, go. I have much work to do, but Alexios, you are looking good. A bit skinny, but good.
Thank you.
Let's go.
You have a nice day.
You continue your way through the city, and you guys all see there is this large wall around the circumference of the city, but there's also another large wall on your other side, and you see this is a series of concentric circles, and you are just on this outermost circle as you make your way to the front gates. As you get there, you see there are no actual gates per se. It is just the continuation of this wall and a single normal-sized double doorway. And you see there are two men standing guard, and you see, especially compared to the soldiers that have been walking these streets, the people that you assume to be like Vultura city guards, not really dressed like traditional soldiers. They show a lot of skin. They don't have shields. They just have their weapons and their leathers. But they look fucking tough. And you see one holds up his hand. You wish to go to the front line?
We do.
You know the risks?
We do.
Aye. Good luck to you all. May Aries be with you. And he opens the gates.
Can I lead over to Alexios? What are the risks?
Alexios, what are the risks?
Yeah, what are the risks?
The Isle of Aries happens to be infested with monsters. A bunch. It's like a tribute to Aries. Or a trial. Or point being is that this front line that we're going to is not protected by the wall or the cannon. That's mainly protected by my master.
So we're actively going towards monsters with no protection from said monsters.
I mean, are you afraid of monsters?
I'm not afraid of monsters. I'm just more concerned about the fact every time we do something like this, either I die, or I'm going to grab Adagio's hand and raise his hand, or he dies.
Well, we're going towards the Tower of the Once Smoke, so that's good. And, I mean, there are people out on the front line, so they know how to fight less than us, so they die first, which is the point of the front line. Welcome to the Isle of Aries.
As you guys leave the city gates, you see, Alexios is right, there is a whole neighborhood out here up against this wall. Definitely a poorer neighborhood. You see a lot of street urchins, other people who seem like they can't afford a spot on the inside of the walls, so they find themselves here. And off in the distance, against all these sort of ramshackled shacks, you see a single strong tower. In front of it, you see several soldiers. A good handful representing each army. They aren't at attention or anything, they're actually just sort of lounging around, but it does seem like they are lounging around purposely in front of the tower. As you guys get closer, a few of them look over from the fire that they're around. They scramble to their feet with their spears. I am terribly sorry. Do you have business here?
Can I hang back so they can't see me before we get there?
Sure.
Okay.
We came to see the Once Smoke. I actually used to live here.
You used to live here?
Yep, apprentice.
Ah, you are one of his students. Yes. Well, he is not taking visitors at this moment.
He doesn't know that I'm here.
He sort of looks at his other soldiers. Well, you are welcome to try.
Thank you.
They let you pass. As you guys approach the tower, you see at the base of the tower are... It almost looks like the remnants of like a vigil, but you just see all of these different stones and shields and breastplates and other sort of tchotchkes, all with this lightning bolt symbol on it. Flowers and pelts, all carved with this lightning bolt sigil, and a single standard, though reinforced with metal, door.
I am going to pound on the door.
You hear the sound echo up this tower, before eventually you hear louder and louder. And the door swings open, and you see, taller than you, Alexios, this enormous metal body. And you see where the face should be complete emptiness, but you see the light of this arcane fire from within, and you hear this voice emanate from it. Who dares disturb the Once Smote?
I'm gonna hold my fist out and say, Alexios, you remember me, buddy?
It sort of cocks its head. And you hear a very different voice come out of the same spot. Alexios. Come in, I'll be right with you. And the creature and starts going up the stairs.
I'm gonna try and catch up with everybody real quick. I was staying back in case I needed to
Sure.
fly in or something.
As you
There was
see this metal creature just turn and walk in, all the soldiers are like, "Holy shit!" And you just go.
And
You
I'm
all-
gonna like usher everybody in and give them like the dirtiest fucking look, or smug rather.
You guys, and you see there's this spiral staircase that goes around the perimeter of this cylindrical tower. And at the very first landing, you see this creature, this metal automaton, open the door to this first landing, and you step into what looks like a fairly comfortable seating area. You see there's a fireplace going on in one corner, nice comfortable couches and chairs, a beautiful pelt rug on the floor, and this creature just stands at the doorway, motionless.
So where's the one smoke?
I'm gonna switch to Orcish and I'm gonna like call Master.
You hear the
Hello?
voice once again coming from this metal body. Be right there! In
Alright,
Orcish.
we just wait.
Wait, what did you say?
We just wait here. I called. He just said wait. He's working.
All right.
And how long do you think he'll be?
The hand gestures into the seating area.
Long enough for us to go sit down, it seems.
You guys go in and find your various places to sit. Once you're all inside, the automaton closes the door behind you, comes in and just stands in front of the fireplace. Perfectly still.
All right.
So
then.
that's him.
So I'm not really liking this automaton thing. It's a little creepy just standing there.
I think it looks pretty cool, but it also kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, you know?
I felt that.
He's a death machine, so
That's
Even
not-
more concerning.
Forge cuddles up next to it.
Oh.
Forge is also a little death machine, aren't you? You know. But yeah. This is like a bodyguard. He's actually bodyguarded me. And it's awesome deterrent. I don't think that no, he's never gotten to a fight, or like I've never seen him fight with me, but like man.
At this point, the door swings open and a figure steps in. You see a half-orcish man, glasses slightly askew, somewhat covered in soot, and it looks like his glasses have like multiple different spectacles on them. You see his pockets are lined with tools, and you see on his hands he has what looks like a Swiss Army knife in ring form on one finger. The other finger looks like it has like an opal jewel on it. Another finger has like various arcane runes on it. He comes in, and what you notice before any of this, half of the hair on his head is full and brown and luxurious. The other half is extremely few and far between, and the hairs that are there are frazzled and stick up on end. And directly in the center of his forehead is this black scorch mark. As he comes in, he tries to sort of adjust his glasses. He goes, Alexios, I did not expect you back. He comes and shakes your hand.
Yeah, Hey, this is all orcish. Hey, it wasn't really planned. I planned to be gone longer, but we have business. How are you? What's new?
I've been better, friend. I've been better. Not the best time to visit, unfortunately, but Helm can get you some tea. I could meet your friends, see what you have been creating, and then you really must be going.
I'm afraid that it's actually more than that. I need a little bit. I need information from you.
Of course.
I don't know if the links are. Well, what happened with the links to Tartarus are widely known, but something has happened.
Word spreads.
Okay, so we've also learned that there is a link here.
How do you know this?
I'll speak up at this point.
Isn't
There was
this an Orcish?
Oh, that's an Orcish,
That's
yeah.
what Alexio said.
That's right. Is it still an Orcish or not?
Yeah, it was all
Yeah, that entire part of the conversation has been in Orcish, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm completely just
Is there-
staring
Yeah,
at the
yeah, sure.
I guess speak that. So,
Yeah, but while they're having the conversation, I want to use my new ability, the eyes on the prize thing on the one.
Okay.
While they're talking, just as a side.
Sure. Looking Alkmenos up and down, it's somewhat hard for you to tell just because so much of what he has on him is not anything you've seen before. A lot of it seems to be of his own invention or has been heavily augmented from whatever it started as. The one thing that you see that is... A lot of what he's wearing gives off that sort of weird hue of magic. But there's one thing that almost eclipses the rest of what he has on him, which is that one opal in the ring.
I figured that was something cool. Keep it to myself.
I'll tell him that we are the hands of fate.
He at this point he switches to common and addresses the group. I have heard of your exploits. A dragon.
yeah, and unfortunately, and a link of Tartarus also, unfortunately.
Marvelous. You must tell the tale.
Of the day of it.
The day of endless
Perhaps
light.
another time. Helm, tea, please.
Did
Another
The creature
time when
leaves the room.
Adagio
can
was
I
with us.
look at him? Did Alexios tell you why we're here?
A link in the city?
Yeah.
What information do you have?
That ties into part of the story that you said for another time. But long story short, the link of Mnemosyne that was in Delphi told me and Adagio at different points. I'm gonna point to Adagio that he could hear one of her brethren crying out from Vultura. And if it's the one we think it is, it would have a good possibility of being here specifically because it's like, with inventions and stuff. It would be.
Which Titan do you
Did
believe?
she tell us? She told us, right?
Nope.
I thought she told us which one she thought it was.
No, you guys determined
Oh.
which one you thought it was.
Oh, who was it? Who do we think it was based on the location?
Was it Iapetus, did you think?
I
Craftsmanship?
just don't remember. Yeah, I think that's who it was. I said we think it was. That one I can't
Iapetus.
sense. Thank you. I tried.
Well, sorry to disappoint. I know nothing of this Titan.
Perception check. Or whatever.
Insight.
You need insight?
Insight.
Go ahead and make
Okay.
an insight check.
Can we all vibe check him?
You can all vibe check Alcmenos.
Dice. Oh no. Oh god, I dropped my dice and it's gone. Oh god. Oh god. This is my good dice. No.
Okay, well that was a nat 1 for me, so I know nothing.
You
Okay.
would trust him with your life.
Even though I'm pretty sure my passive insight would have been way higher than that. So.
It's true. I'll keep that in mind. Well, actually, your
I
insight's
got-
not that high. Your perception's super high.
Yeah,
I got
my
a dirty
perception's
20.
super.
I got a
Dirty
25.
2025.
I passed.
Alexios? Alexios, I'll give you advantage on this one because you know him really well.
Hey, I didn't roll. But,
Yeah.
Plus insight,
Yeah.
23.
Okay, so the three of you don't get the sense that he's lying to you, but he is clearly a clever man, and he seemed to have chosen his words carefully.
Can I go, but what... I don't know how to word that. I want to ask him, but what does he know? Because there seems to be more to the story if I don't know how to word it. Exactly like that, then.
All I know is I would be more than happy to help your quest after tomorrow.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
That's a 26.
He seems very adamant. Like, it's almost like seeing someone at like midnight the night before a test. Like the only thing on his mind is whatever's happening tomorrow.
That?
Master,
Yes.
what is this thing?
A natural augmentation of my cannons. A next step. Inevitable.
What do you mean inevitable? We want to get an idea, because if the Titan is here, if it's something big like that, there's a good chance he'll try and latch on to anybody involved with it.
He just sort of looks around at all of you. And you can't tell, because he has such a nervous energy in general, you can't tell if he's nervous from this specifically, or if this is just how he is. Well, I believe I am the first, but my technology is out there. It is only a matter of time before others come to this conclusion as well. A miniaturization of sorts.
Did he make a gun? He made a gun!
So anybody can have a
Ah!
cannon. So anybody can have a cannon.
The hand cannon.
Master, your new apprentice, my placement. Does she know what this invention?
I was close on my own. But her insight did
play a role. Yes, she is well aware of this new technology. Aware enough to take 2 prototypes from my private workshop and run.
Do you have any idea where she's at?
Certainly. In a ring, preparing for tomorrow.
Alexios, you speak Celestial, right?
No.
Oh, you're the one who doesn't. Damn it. Fuck.
He didn't take that elective.
And in Celestial, I'm gonna whisper to Ryujin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Usually, no.
Listen, I'm just waiting for that tea to come.
Yeah, okay. What languages do I share with Olme?
I let it like cut out for a second, so I heard I jumped into like laughing. So I don't know what you guys are laughing about.
Anna,
Languages do
you share no languages with Ilme besides Common.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Ryujin. What if the link has latched onto his new apprentice?
Oh.
She stole 2
That would
prototypes,
make sense.
and she called whatever the race of Olympus is, and that seems really important.
Wait, how do we know that the one smoke doesn't speak Celestial?
No, we're gonna find out.
Hey, Mr. Sir One Smoke.
In Celestial, I'm gonna say, God, Alexios is so much cooler than this guy, and see what happens.
He seems a bit confused as to why you're speaking a different language.
Okay, cool. It seems like he doesn't. That's a good possibility. I think we need to find her and talk to her before this race can happen.
I mean, we can try. I agree.
Okay, we should get the tea and leave then.
Hey, we're leaving?
I'm gonna look to Alexios and back in Common. He seems really busy. I know you want to catch up with your master. It's been a long time, but we should let him get back to what he's doing, and we can go find an inn or something. We can come back after he does his announcement.
There's a little bit more we can find out.
He seems really busy though, bud.
I know that. I also realize that if we let him get away, and he happens to, I don't know, push this back, we won't see him ever again. That's hyperbole, but he gets really caught up in it.
What else do you want to find? I'm just gonna gesture to Alexios. Find out what you want to find out.
Okay, well, just shortly. Paloma, did you had a falling out?
A differing of philosophy.
How long ago?
Well, it has been building for weeks, but she stole the prototypes about a week ago.
Okay. And were you gonna do anything about it? Are you gonna let her use them before?
No, I do not know what it is I can do. I cannot let her reveal the weaponry in such a way.
So, just her fighting tomorrow? No way. She's the main event. She's the champion.
There is no stopping her fight.
So
But there is another way. You have no idea where this voice came from.
Oh no. Well, can I just look up and be like, who the fuck was that?
Shit.
What no fuck?
I am not one for deception or disguise. I am one to speak the truth, and the truth is important as time is important.
I was about to say something in Titanic and see if it was the fucking Titan.
My name is Themis. It is I who called to my sister, and it is you who have answered my call. The girl must not succeed. These weapons would cause nothing but strife and death for all eternity. I abhor murder, and this invention will do nothing but multiply murder tenfold. But you are right. The chances of stopping this fight tomorrow now are extremely little. But you are better late than never. If you cannot stop her fighting, perhaps there is something you can do. Perhaps, if it appears as if this new invention is not quite revolutionary, if it seems to be merely another standard weapon as opposed to its true nature as the beginning of the end. If you manage to do this, make the audience watching look at these weapons as nothing, then her plan is ruined.
But
And I don't know how to say this. So she is one of the Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Why are you in Titanic? I'm going to ask, how do we know you're not tricking us? Your siblings have done it before. One of your siblings has done it before.
I am not Mnemosyne. I am Themis, judge of the Titans. I am the scales that morality is balanced upon. I am the eternal judge. I do not lie. I do not manipulate. I see the truth and only the truth.
So what is your... Can I ask what your end goal is then? Are you allied with your brethren to take back your reign from the gods? Or are you just neutral and just want to see the world prosper?
Those two questions are not mutually exclusive, child. My brethren are not perfect, but nor are your gods. What I desire is peace upon Mother Gaia. The truest way to achieve this peace is to return the order of the cosmos to the Titans. Your gods are messy, vulgar, immoral. I can keep my brethren in check, ensure prosperity for all peoples of Gaia, ensure prosperity for Gaia herself. I do not kid myself. I know you are no fans of my brethren, so I am prepared to make you an offer. If you do this, if you succeed in somehow making these new weapons seem less than exciting, there is a task that I may set you with information you so terribly desire.
I've heard this kind of deal before. What information?
You found me only because I called to my brethren. Yet forces move quick on both sides of this coming war, and all parties wish to see my brethren and I united once more, whether to throw us back in Tartarus or to free us at last. There is a way that I can connect to all my brethren, and I can sense where they are on this plane.
Is this all in Titanic
Something
still?
in Titanic.
Even though Anora has been speaking in Titanic, Themis has constantly been speaking Common.
Okay.
Did I recognize that she's been speaking in Common?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll switch back to Common then.
So,
Titan ring GPS.
question for you: you're a Titan? Do you know what's going on with Hades at all? Have you? I'm assuming.
I only know what I was there to witness. Our prison, the enchantments broken, freedom carried by a force I did not recognize, and then propelled across Gaia, separated from my kin.
Okay,
Okay, so I take that as a no.
I'm going to real quick apologize to Themis. I'm sorry for doubting you and questioning you. The last of your brethren we met is not the best we could have met.
I do not blame you, child. Mnemosyne is quite different from who you are speaking to now.
I can see that now.
And I do not blame you for your prejudice against my brethren. Your gods have done a marvelous job at destroying the true history of our reign.
I've heard some of the history. I'm going back to Titanic because I don't want the rest of the party to hear me say something bad about the gods.
Okay.
I've heard some of the history. Mnemosyne told me some of it when we were in the forest of Artemis. And if the champion of Artemis had not showed up, and then Artemis herself, I probably would still have Mnemosyne with me today, trying to reunite you and your brethren, whether we had the same end goal or not. If you're okay with it, I would like to know more about your reign at some point when we have time. I don't want to go into this without all the information.
Of course. And I am always in favor of wisdom. You, child, Alexios of Spearpoint, you grew up on this isle. Do you know what it was called before Aries took control?
DJ feels like you told me.
No, I did not.
Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, okay. Sorry. Roll for history.
Go ahead.
Did I know at all?
Go ahead and roll.
21?
It's only upon hearing the question asked that you realize you've never really thought about it. It's just the Isle of Aries. But like, yeah, there was a time before Aries, but I guess you just assumed that it was just like an island until Aries claimed it as his own.
No, I can't say that I do.
This
I
was
mean-
where I reigned. This was my island, Themis Skira. He took this from me, erased the history of this isle, turned it into something harsh, monstrous, violent. The antithesis to what I am and what this island used to be. A paradise. An Eden. And here I am, propelled home to find a place I did not recognize. But I do not blame you for not knowing your history. As I said, your guards did a marvelous job.
Under my breath, and still in Titanic, because I'm still speaking technically bad about the gods. They really did.
Can I just get really, really like just kind of close to an oar and go, secrets are lies?
It's just habit being around a Titan to fall back into Titanic. It's the reason, one of the reasons the Mosini chose me in the first place.
I'm gonna answer Themis just like your brethren are, the gods weren't perfect, but maybe we can do better. I mean, you are helping us. We're helping them.
That is the beauty of being a judge, child. I may have what I believe are the correct opinions, but I am not set in my ways. I believe the Titans should rule this world. But if you prove otherwise, then you prove otherwise.
That's fair.
Regardless, time is of the essence. None of this matters if those weapons are spread throughout the continent.
Do you know anything about another link nearby in the sea?
I cannot sense my brethren in this state. There is a way, but it is somewhat complicated. If it is important for you to know now, I can tell you.
I'll look around at everyone. What do you guys think? I mean,
Oh, no, I'm like, no.
what's the way? I guess.
Yeah,
first.
is this what I think it is?
You do not need to free me from this ring. But I do need to go to my own temple. I must be placed on the altar of my temple. That way I can connect with all the temples to me across this world. And I can feel my brethren wherever they are. But I am weak in this form. I cannot do it without the presence of my temple.
That's fair. Okay, I think we're getting a little off track with this part of it. We need to figure out how we're going to make these weapons seem not as important as they are. Do you have any suggestions?
That's simple. We have to find a way to get into the race to Olympus, and then I will kick her ass.
I think that's a few too many variables. I want something that's a little more guaranteed. There's no guarantee we can
I
get
will
into this
help
race.
you kick her ass.
Do you
That's
know where
not the
Paloma
point.
is staying at all?
I'm sorry.
Like, do you know where Paloma's staying?
Who are you asking?
Upper ring, first ring.
In a ring.
Yeah, but like where the
Wherein
Titan slash Munsmote
Alexios would actually know the answer. In the inner ring, there is a campus for the champion. It's not necessarily where the champion of the arena always lives, though some have in the past. But it is certainly a place where the champion can have a night before or a week before or whatever before a big fight. It is their place to go and prepare for their big fight.
Can you show me one of the weapons in case we need to find a way to like track her because she's not where we think she is, kind of thing?
I can show you blueprints.
That's not going to be enough for locate object, is it?
I start salivating.
What if we snuck in and sabotaged the weapons somehow?
I feel like she's going to be, if she was the one who was the insight to cause this to actually be created, he's going to know how to fix them.
Two things. If we get caught, you really, really, really don't want to fight a soldier from Vultura. Or a guardsman from Vultura. Two, if she's worth her salt as an artificer, she's gonna check her weapons.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I said two things, but I'm gonna add another one. I want her fair and square. All we have to do, and I like turn to everybody, all we have to do is we show up, we talk to some sleazy promoter, and we just say that we're the hands of fate. Maybe, I don't know, one of you could say that you're a demigod too. We can make it look very, very, very lucrative. We can hype this up. We can get into this tournament.
We might be able to.
I agree.
I feel like this is a lot
myself.
up. This is a lot, putting a lot up to us hoping we get in this tournament. We at least need a backup plan before we go all in on that, I think.
Okay, well, so instead of sabotaging the weapons, why don't we just steal them? If she doesn't have them, then she
That's
can't.
true. But she can make
do
a new one. That's the thing.
In a day?
I'm not saying in a day, but like at some point she would be able to make a new one, and we'd be back to square one. If she makes that, there's another big event, she'll demo them again, and we're back to trying to make our way to Vultura in time to stop her.
Okay.
This way, at least gives us some more to like plan out something.
If we do this,
Just a suggestion.
we can, I mean, we have to make the weapons look not credible. Or less credible. I turn to Alchemanos and say sorry. But, I think that the only way is to ruin her big debut. And the more we talk about it, I mean, the less... I'm a merchant. I can go talk to them myself. I mean, I don't think they've heard of me, but if we're gonna do this, I want to be prepared. I want to be in the forge. I want to reugin your armor. We can prepare.
Can I ask Themis what she thinks would be the best idea?
I am not a statistician, child. I am but a judge. I
was
only have
thinking it's-
one piece of advice that I give to all peoples at all times. I do not abide by murder in my name. Whatever you do, do it without lethal force. There is no return from cold-blooded murder.
I can
Not
do
wrong.
this.
Let's start with trying to steal the weapons. So I guess split up. Some of us can go try and steal the weapons, and then the others need to go talk and see if we can get into the tournament.
Nora,
Yes.
there's one thing you're not thinking of. I really need you to trust me. If you try to steal the weapons and you fail, we are at least one person down. We need all 5 of us. We can get ready and we can prep because we can do this. Or we can just try a bunch of shit and then possibly get in trouble because we always fail shit like this.
I want to avoid a battle if we can avoid it. Every
This
I think we-
time
I
we've
think we
gone
can do it.
headfirst,
I think we can take them.
every time we've gone into a battle, though, it has been an absolute bloodbath, and it needs to stop.
But it's
The
different.
Isle
This
of
right.
Aries.
Just because it's the Isle of Aries doesn't mean that we need to just keep killing people. She's right. There's too much blood on our hands already.
But there's the saying. When in the Isle of Aries, you murder as many people as possible. Or you engage in battle with as many people as possible.
You know, I've never heard that before.
It's
That's
a
because
local
you've
thing.
never been to the Isle of Aries, obviously.
I will fight with you if it is the only thing you will do. I just think we need to look into the other option of seeing if we can steal them or sabotage them. If I go in and I get caught, I'll turn into a fucking fly and leave. But I can cast polymorph now. I can look like someone different, and if I get caught, I will turn into a fly and leave.
There are soldiers between there. There is a champion between you and those weapons. We face monsters. We've been through trials. We are literally. Well,
The
not
last
literally.
time we went through a trial, I came out of it dead. And had you not convinced Phaeton to bring
Listen,
me
we
back,
fought
I'd still be
Apotrepo
dead.
and made it out okay. We
Yeah,
defeated a dragon.
and
If it had not been for Cassandra and the Tromocrates, we would not have gotten past Apotrepo.
Yeah, but how
We
many people
would
can say
be
that
at
they
the
made
bottom
it
of
out
the
of
sea.
an encounter with Apotrepo alive? Even if
if
we
you're
didn't have
afraid, I need you for one round. One round. If we win that first round, you can drop out. If we lose the first round, it doesn't matter. We're out.
It's not that I'm afraid, it's just we've walked into something like this before and it did not go well.
We have many links to collect after this. And, yeah, if possible, we should avoid murder and maiming and all that stuff, but we are literally in an isle to the god of battle and rage and murder and blood, and it's a gladiatorial arena. It's like almost unavoidable, and no one else out there, if we do this, is going to be worried about, should I end there? Like, I see your point and I understand what you're saying and the point you're trying to make, but I think that our best option may just be going through with the what did you call it, the
Race to Olympus.
race to Olympus. I mean, I've never done anything like this big, but I mean, I've got a little bit of experience, and we don't always have to finish off our enemies. I mean, most of the time we're going to be probably fighting monsters, and I feel like defeating monsters is okay. You know, people, yeah, maybe we could pull back a little bit if that is an option, but Alexios has got a point. We need all 5 of us to enter this to try, and you know,
If you
I
need
just,
me, I've already said I will be there. That's not the point I'm making. I'm gonna turn to Ilme. It's up to you if you want to go and try and steal them, or sabotage the weapons. Because if it comes down to it, you're the only other person I'd take with me.
Please.
I'd like to
I've
say,
already
for the
said
purpose
I
of
will.
this conversation, Adagio went with Helm to get the tea.
Yes. There we go. Yeah, I'll turn to Ilme. It's up to you. I've already told. And I'm gonna turn to Alexios. It's not saying I won't battle with you. If it comes down to it, I will. I've already said I will. But if we can avoid a battle, I feel like we should avoid the battle, because no matter what, there's a war coming, whether these weapons are there or not.
And we can stop the war. I don't know necessarily how this would transmit to stopping a whole war, but this means something. Can't you hear the voice?
Yeah, I can hear the voice.
Listen.
I didn't say that it meant nothing. I'm not saying we shouldn't stop the weapons from getting out there. I'm just saying there's other options besides a fight. We always go into a fight. Just because we're in the Isle of Aries doesn't mean we should go into a fight. Hell, everyone's judgment about a fight is clouded by the fact that this place wants us to murder people.
You're making my point. This is so complicated at times. We literally have a voice saying, hey, this is what you should do. And we're saying, hey, I think there's other avenues that we can go. But, and I'm not saying that that's not, like, hedging your bets is always the best thing. But, as your family, I'm asking for a little bit of trust.
I never said I don't trust you in the fight, Alexios. We're cooperating with a link, and no offense to you, Themis, but the last time I cooperated with a link, I almost lost this family.
no offense,
I'm trying to do
but
this with.
No offense, but I hate you.
It's not meant like Themis has got more reason than Nemosine ever would have had. What Nemosine tried to get me to do. My thing is Themis has said, all that matters is we stop the weapons. Themis did not say fighting was the way to do it. What if it comes down to it and she won't stop no matter what we do, even if we defeat her, and she unveils these weapons? Are you ready to, after Themis has said not to kill her?
I'm not gonna kill her. It's like they said. When the time comes, somebody's gonna be in that ring with her. And I'd rather it be me, because I trust me to defeat her.
I'm fine with.
I don't want any of you to get hurt because of something that I don't know, may have known somewhat about or had a hand in, or I feel responsible.
I am not saying that we still shouldn't go into the fight to try and stop her anyway. I'm just saying outside of the fight, we should be doing something else. In case you don't make it to that final ring, there's always that possibility. I don't want that to be our only thing. I want the weapons to not work if we can help it. Or if we can take them where she doesn't have them, I want her to go into that fight with you, without them in general, so you can just humiliate her and no one will ever listen to her again anyway. I don't think the fight is the only thing we should be doing.
How about this? You and Ilme can go to the first ring if you want to. Ilme, you can scope it out. You can see if you can see her. You can see purple hair. You know, that's not hard to spot. You can see, if you see the weapons, you try to steal them. But if you don't have a clear shot, don't take any chances, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
let us just look, see if we can find a way in. I mean, I have some tricks up my sleeve now, and I'll turn invisible again and be like, I mean, you can't really see me anymore, so that's pretty handy to have.
Please
I feel
don't
like
break anything.
we'll be careful. Y'all finish this discussion. I'm gonna go outside, and as I'm walking out, I'm just gonna wait outside. As I walk out under my breath, I'm gonna be, you asked me to trust you, but you didn't trust me to not take a chance.
I'll walk out with Honora turning back into visible and be like, let's go see if we can find these.
Alexios, I want you to know. You know I don't like to talk about my accident. But I need you to know. When I was struck in that flash, I saw these. I don't know what put them into my head, but now they're out. And I've made a huge mistake. Fix my mistake.
I'll try. Before you go, I wanted to thank you, one, and I wanted you to meet someone. And, I'm gonna call Forge in.
You see, for the first time in this entire conversation, a smile spread across his face. Your own augmentations, I see.
Inspired.
You will be up there with Archimiones soon.
Okay. Question. I know you're gonna be busy, but are you gonna be using your forge? Are you actually forging?
I don't know. Do you need a forge?
I think we're gonna try and compete in the race to Olympus. I think we're gonna need things.
My forge is yours.
Thank you. And in Orcish, I'm gonna say Forge Father.
Not my personal forge, the one you used to use.
Of course.
Good. So,
And I want to actually try forge stuff between
absolutely. So, Alexios, you lead, I assume, Ryujin and Adagio up several flights of stairs, passing various different rooms and sections of this place until you arrive at the first of what Alexios knows to be a series of forge workshops. There is all the types of material you can imagine, all the different types of metal, a roaring fire in the forge, beautiful, clean workspaces. it's paradise for Alexios. And you guys get to work. And that's where we're going to take our break for tonight. Interesting things happening. Interesting debates. I love this. My favorite part about all of this is just the philosophy of it. There are no wrong answers, and that's what I fucking love about this. So I'm super excited. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, but do go pee or do whatever you need to do. And we will be back so soon. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't go away. And we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with us tonight. Let's hop right back into this. So we've got Da Boys up in the tower doing a training montage. But let's go with Anora and Elmay for a second here. So you two leave the tower and are immediately faced with all these soldiers going. Did he say anything?
I turned invisible.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a bird and fly away.
Hey! Man,
And I
he's
speak
getting
out.
weirder. So, an invisible
good with that.
Ilmay and a bird Anura, you guys are now separated.
Once
I-
I get past the soldiers, I'll turn visible so
Okay.
so they can see me again.
Sure.
And I'll immediately just fly down and land on Ilmay's shoulder because I don't want to turn back in case I need to do this.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, you better stay as bird for now.
I'm gonna like shake my head as a bird, I guess.
So,
Cool.
you guys get back to the front gates that open to you, and you're back in the outer ring. What would you like to do?
Well, we lost our
Oh, what's
guide.
the place? We're gonna look for the place, I guess.
They said the inner ring, right? We had to get to the.
Mhm.
There's another layer of walls.
Yeah,
right?
so
Can
the outer ring is like where you guys have been before. That's where like the forges are, yada yada. It's where like most of the city is. The inner ring you guys have not been inside of.
Can I fly up? I don't know, motion for Ilmay to stay put and go fly over it and figure out where it's at real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check. And I think as an owl, that's at advantage.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm a normal owl, by the way. I'm not a giant owl. I just realized I also
Yeah,
have that.
I figured.
I didn't realize it earlier. I could have turned into a giant owl.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Okay, cool. That's a good thing. It only helped it a little bit. The perception,
Mm-hmm.
and that still stays. Oh no,
It's
it goes
wisdom,
up
yeah.
for this. The +7 for the owl though, because it's the owl. The 17.
Okay. Very easy to see the inner ring and understand why it's called the inner ring. This city is essentially concentric circles. It's not perfect by any means, but it's fairly well constructed that way. The concentric or the inner ring is right in the center of the outer ring, and you see inside the inner ring is a much smaller ring that just seems to incorporate this enormous palace that's sort of its own ring on the inside of the inner ring, the whole of the donut, if you will, but the inner ring is right around it.
Okay.
You also
Do I
see
the
with that
campus?
with that you don't really know what you're looking for, so no, it does seem like there is a very different architecture feel compared to the outer ring. The inner ring is much cleaner, much more sophisticated, much more marble and statues and that sort of thing. It's definitely the wealthier part of town. You do notice that although the walls to the inner ring are very similar to the walls to the outer ring, there is a heavily guarded gate to the inner ring, and doing a quick lap, it seems like there is a single gate into the inner ring.
Okay. Do I see people going in and out of them at all?
No.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. I'll fly back to Ilmay, and I guess as a bird, I don't know, write it in the sand, in the dirt, tell her what I found. I don't know what else to do.
It takes a long time.
I don't know what else to do.
Oh, okay. So, why don't we'll just head over to where the gate's at, scope it out, and push comes to shove, I could turn invisible and attempt to climb. So,
Okay. So you guys make your way to where Owlnura saw this this gate.
God damn it! Wait, can I carry Ilme since if I had turned into a giant owl, would I have been able to carry Ilme?
If you were a giant owl.
Ah, damn it!
Yeah, you have to be one
Okay.
size larger than your quarry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. Sorry, I was just wondering.
That's all right. So you get to the gate. You see it is guarded by 4 of these Vulturan guards. As you approach, one puts his hand up. Oi! You got a pass for the inner ring.
you need a pass? How do I get one of those?
You're not from around here, are you?
You can tell that easily.
Aye. You don't get a pass to the inner ring. You earn it. If you don't have it, you're not gonna.
So then how do I earn one?
I don't know. Save the fucking queen from getting run over?
Well, how about being the Hands of Fate? Part of the Hands of Fate. Does that earn me a pass?
It'll earn you a drink at a tavern.
I think that's one of the few times being part of the
I'm
Hands of Fate
gonna-
hasn't helped us any.
I'm gonna flash some gold and see if that, like, interests the guards anyway to try and get in.
How much?
There's 4 of them,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll do 8. 2 for each.
8 gold. You sort of flash it. One of them looks at you. Let me see your pass. What's out a hand?
And I just put in the 8 gold into his hand.
He takes it. Great. Fuck off.
Oh, thanks. Oh,
You're gonna
man,
remove
I'm
8
bad.
gold from your inventory.
Ouch. Can I make a distraction as the bird? Can I like drop something on them and let Ilme turn invisible maybe and try and sneak past?
A little owl
Poop on
Can
pellet.
I shit on the
Poop on
guards?
them. Poop on them.
That's my immediate thought.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely can. Just so you know, the gate is currently closed. So it's not really something that you could necessarily just sneak through. It'd be a little bit more complicated than that.
It's like the chimps from Madagascar. If you have any poop,
Yeah.
you get now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you do that, I might just try and steal my gold back. And
Okay.
then we can figure this out. Yeah.
Sure, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Good old Uno reverse card, eh?
Let's do this one.
I was gonna say I'll give you guidance, but I don't think I can cast guidance as a bird, so
No, especially because you're actively doing something else.
There's a 20 even.
20 even. As he is putting it in his pocket and this owl starts fucking with him, you do manage to just take the little sack back. You do get your 8
And
gold
then-
back.
Then, as they're walking away, I turn around.
Oh, they're not walking
flash-
away.
Do they see that I stole it?
Hold on. Anura does a 16 hit your owl form.
probably because I think it's weaker than my normal form. Oh God,
It should have its
no!
own AC.
Oh God, wait a minute. I don't know then. Probably not.
Yeah, pull
Probably.
up.
I mean, probably does. I mean,
Yeah,
it
pull up,
does
pull up
definitely.
the owl thing. Yeah. Okay, so this guard that took the gold and is now getting shit on pulls out his
I have
crossbow.
one
And
hit point. I have 1 hit point as an
let's
owl.
see what he rolls. So Anura takes 2 hit points of damage as Owl Anura just falls out of the air. All 4 of them pull out their crossbows. You think you're fucking smart?
Dude, I was just flying around. I just learned how to do this. I'm sorry.
You got shit on my shoulder.
I'm sorry. Can I like grab up something and like clean it up?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God. The one thing I'm not good at that. I have a 0 for that.
Eye
Up and
patch
then, like,
advantage.
God damn it! No, I keep dropping this dice in the same spot. This is not good. The persuasion.
Can you give guidance to yourself?
I think we've established this. I can't give guidance to myself, right?
I don't think so. I'll have to double
What
check.
if you
Oh,
found out this entire time that you could have
Because
been? That'd be hilarious.
guidance, you touch one willing creature, so I'd have to just pat myself on the shoulder.
Oh, I mean, you can. If that's the only criteria, is it a bonus action to do it?
It's a cantrip. That's all I know.
Is it an action or a bonus action though?
It's an action.
Yeah, so no. So if you're actively doing something else that would be an
Okay.
action, then you can't do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, give me a second. Then I gotta remember what the cosmic omen was a plus last time. I think I'm still on that day. 19, and then I'm gonna add to it because I don't trust this.
Sure.
That makes it a 25.
The crossbows are still on you, and the guy just goes, "You're not from around here, so consider this your one and only warning. Fuck off." He takes the crossbow away. Scram.
We'll give it away.
So
Fucking
as we're
fucking
walking
tiefling.
away, I'm so totally flashing this gold that I stole off of him and then turning invisible and running away.
Ha!
You just left me
You
there.
just like turn around, bite it, and then you're gone.
Yeah.
3 more bolts on Anura. I'm kidding.
We
No,
can see your front.
they're fine.
It's my goal
I
to begin with.
I just like look over to where Elmay was and went, "What the fuck?"
What the?
I'm gonna look back to them while I'm like walking away and be like, there was a person there, right? Like I'm not going insane.
They just are watching you walk away with their crossbows still pointed at you.
Oh, I have to put down 1 point of damage because
2 points of damage.
does it go to me or I thought
It was 3
went on the
points
owl and then
total.
back- Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes more sense.
Yeah.
It was 2 points total. I'm like, I'm leaving. It's fine. I'm sorry. I just learned how to do this. This is literally a thing I couldn't do as of yesterday.
So
I'm gonna flip them each a gold each and be like, sorry, my bad. This is my apology for getting poop on you. I'm sorry.
all right, go ahead and mark off 4 gold.
Okay.
Anything else you guys would like to try?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's regroup real quick.
So, if Honora pooped on them as a bird and then transformed back into Honora, what happens to
I
the
am
poop?
gonna cut you off right there.
I want to know too. Wait a second.
I don't know is the answer. You guys didn't stick around long enough to find out.
I mean, I transformed back, so like I could have seen it. Did it stay there? Did I clean the
looks
poop
like
off of
poo.
them?
It looked like poo.
You're a couple blocks away when you just hear one of them's like scream.
And you're like, oh, god damn it. So, we'll allow you two to regroup and we'll go over to our training montage here. So, Alexios, Ryujin, Adagio, in theory, what are you guys doing?
Do I have any proficiencies?
I am proficient with disguise kit, a lyre, and water vehicles, simple weapons, net and a trident, light armor, medium armor, shields. No tools though, just musical instruments and instruments of war. Just the basics. So
That's the strength way to pronounce not helpful.
you're right.
But what do you need? What you
Okay.
said armor?
How much? Okay, are we all together again?
It's you 3.
Okay. I was thinking maybe if we had a unique material we could make the breastplate out of, and I have a couple designs. And then for the shield, the buckler, I was thinking maybe if we had a bit more blood glass, we could do something with that. But I mean, I don't want to use up everyone's blood glass. So if that's not an option, that's okay. I can just use a normal shield. I just figured because I don't have too many melee options and I'm usually at range, I could maybe try and deflect, or maybe not deflect, but dampen spells with it, I guess. So its main intent would be a shield from magic instead of physical harm, but so yeah, the breastplate and the shield is what I need, and I mean I have other ideas, but I can try to get your help with those like later after we've taken care of this stuff, because we only have like one day.
You have a night.
A night. Okay, so yeah, a breastplate and a shield.
And
I have
that
a couple-
assumes you even get into the championship.
True.
Real quick, Adagio just picked up the phone when I called him right then. He's throwing on his shirt and he's gonna join.
Amazing.
Nice.
He just picked up and he was like, I apologize for whatever comes out of my mouth. I am so sorry. I'm gonna go throw on a shirt and I'll join.
Great.
Is he asleep?
So, I don't know.
I don't know why his shirt was off, but
All I know is what I was told. So.
when he comes, I will give him no context as to what's happening.
Alexios, do we have any more maybe special materials I could owe you? I don't know. I would offer the stone I got, but I feel a strange connection to it. I don't think I should.
Okay, so I know I need to make a sword, I need to make a shield. We could do with a couple more of those smoke bombs, or maybe not.
If you think that it'll help, then I think we should do it. I trust your sense of judgment on this.
The only thing I'm afraid of is that blood glass may be a little while to work. Hi.
Adagio, first of all, love
Hey,
the
bud.
hair. what is
Oh
happening?
god, I don't know what's happening.
I can't even see him. He's just a little +1 at the bottom of the screen.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's on stream.
It's because you're on
Yeah,
the
it's
web
'cause-
browser one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And
good, you
Ilme
good?
needs protection.
Can you hear us, Isaac?
Yeah, I very much started this and could not hear anything. But that was on
First
my
of all,
fault.
love the hair. Second of all, hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello. Very much is not just passed out, completely dead to the world 5 seconds
Well,
ago.
let me get you a little bit caught up on what you've missed.
Alright, thank you.
You
I
guys-
appreciate that.
You guys are in Vultura. There's
Okay.
soldiers everywhere. And this is a good refresher. If anyone's coming onto the stream right now, here's what you've missed so far in this episode. You're in Vultura. There's soldiers everywhere from all three of the major alliances.
Am I blasting blah 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 blah, or am I?
Yep, you are actually in prison now.
Oh
No, but you have discovered that they're all here waiting to find what the One Smote's new invention is, and that the One Smote has not revealed what that invention is yet. However, that after Alexios left the study of the One Smote, he took on a new apprentice called Paloma, and that apprentice has apparently stolen 2 prototypes of these new weapons, and using her position as champion of the local gladiatorial arena, has called for what is called a race to Olympus, which is a very special, very rare type of gladiatorial fight that starts with 5 groups of 5, then 4 groups of 4, then 3 groups of 3, 2 groups of 2, and then one person ends up fighting the champion. And it is believed that at this final battle, she will reveal these new weapons to the world, and it seems that these new weapons are what we would call firearms.
Not ready.
But
Literal
wait,
hand
there's more. You found the link.
Stop throwing stuff at me. What?
So, you guys went to visit Alcmenos the One Smote, Alexis's old master, and found that he is in possession of the link of Tartarus, specifically the link of Themis, who is the sort of neutral judge of the Titans. And her whole objective is to stop these guns from spreading across the world, because she sees it as only ending in mass death and destruction, and that is what she is 100% against. So, you guys are trying to figure out a way, because it seems very unlikely that you'll be able to stop Paloma from competing, because she's like the main event of the competition tomorrow. But it seems like the plan is to figure out some way to either sabotage her weapons before the fight or kick her ass so easily in the fight that the weapons look very underwhelming and not very exciting in comparison, so that nobody thinks of them as revolutionary as they are. If you do that, Themis will help you. So, where you're coming in right now, yes, I know it's a lot. First of all, did I miss anything, guys? Anything important?
I think that's everything for the most part. You missed me flying for the first time, and I'll never
It's true,
forgive
yeah,
you for
Nora
it.
flies now. So you, Alexios, and Ryujin are in the Tower of the Once-Smote, in one of his workshops, essentially doing, like, a training montage, building whatever you need to build to prepare for the gladiator fight tomorrow, which I will still remind you, you are not enrolled in. Meanwhile, Anura and Elme are doing some recon, trying to figure out if they know sort of where Paloma is supposed to be tonight, so they're seeing if they can figure out a way to get to her to potentially try to sabotage or steal the weapons before the fight, but their first attempt did not go well. Alexios.
Question.
Yeah.
Now, the Colosseum, is that actually in the inner ring, or is that just where the champion stays?
That's where the champion stays. The Colosseum's in the outer ring.
That's where I meant to send them.
Adagio.
Okay.
Yeah, the arena of Aries is actually in the Dreadnought District. It's in the same district as all the smiths and stuff.
Did you send us to the wrong fucking place?
No. So the inner
I
ring is
said-
where the champion is supposed to be staying the night before a big fight like this.
Okay.
So you went to a right place. There are several locations you might want to try out.
Okay, this makes more sense.
Yeah.
I did say try and, like, get us in, try and make it sound good. So,
That's true. So that might be
I'll
your
make
next stop if you'd like.
Colosseum.
Yeah.
I'll make Colosseum.
Do we have any more of the Bulat hide or dragon hide?
Bullet hide, you mean?
Bulat, yes.
You tell me, is it in your inventory or not?
I was the
Not-
only one
I
with
didn't.
the left
Yeah,
side.
I didn't grab any dragon hide. I was just asking in general. Do you do it?
Now, my thing is, Sammy never told me how much, and I did augment two breastplates with them, so I don't
With the
know
bullet
how
hide?
much. Yeah, I would
I
have.
didn't give you like a poundage.
Was there one or two?
Nope. You did not.
It was Alexios and Adagio got bullet breastplates.
Mhm.
I would say with the size of the bullet and how skilled you are with your tools, I'd say there's probably enough bullet hide for 1.5 more breastplates.
You might also still have Minotaur hide left. I don't know if it helps any, but I don't think you used all of it.
I would love to say what a great.
I thought it was only part of it.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
And that is my
So-
bad. That is my bad.
The half could be like lighter armor.
Yeah, the half could be like it wouldn't be enough material for a whole breastplate, but it could be used for something else that's smaller,
Okay, so
like a glove.
Would I be able to augment leather armor into like a studded using bullet
Yeah, of course.
hide?
Oh, yeah, I would say sure.
Something a little stronger.
I would say if you wanted to make a breastplate and you wanted studded leather with bullet studs, I would say that would use the rest of your materials, but it would make each of those items +1.
If I've eaten bullet, can I create food and make more bullet hide? Because
No.
we've definitely eaten bullet, and I just ran
No.
on train of thought.
It's a great thought, though.
Very
So-
strange thought. Thank you for entertaining me. I'll go away now.
I would use the bullet hide to like or augment leather armor into studded leather for Ilme. I'm gonna do a breastplate for Ryujin. I'm gonna try and make it similar to the kind me and Adagio had, except for like I'm gonna make it a wave pattern throughout.
Obviously.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'll have time for the other two.
I can help if you want. I don't know how much help I'll be, but can't you do like the forehead thing?
Yeah, that's a given.
Okay.
Wait,
I also
no,
wanted
wait,
to
I
make
made
2
something.
shields and
I feel like we're preparing for death. What is happening? I'm
a sword.
Possibly.
A sword.
Whoa, wait a minute. When I logged on, I was not prepared.
Just
And a
message me.
sword
I'll
in
fill you in while this
different
is happening. Just
shapes.
message
So
me.
sorry.
Yeah, this is very much like the gear up scene before the final battle in any superhero movie.
Can I be that one hero who like pops up at the last second, y'all are like, oh thank God.
On your left.
Definitely what's happening.
You want to help? Nah, I don't know what we don't.
Always
know
in
what
the
your
mood to help.
proficiencies are.
What should we make the shields
What
out
do you
of?
need?
Do you think? Because I don't have enough blood glass to really do anything with that. To maybe make like jewels or beads to maybe help make it resistant to spells. I don't know if that would even work really, but I don't have enough. So maybe next time or afterwards, because I don't think we'll have the time.
Enough blood glass, anything. You said there's materials around the workshop.
Yeah, no blood glass here. It's basically like any kind of
Yeah, I
metal
know.
you would like, or any like a bunch of different sort of like stains of leather and that sort of thing.
Vibranium.
Yeah, it's a single shield of vibranium.
I call dibs.
No.
There's also some
That-
there's some raw mined unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
Is it too
You
late for
said
this gladiator match?
Mhm.
Even though I wasn't here the entire. Can I just say that's something I did?
will
Sounds like
blood
something
glass
Drachmae
take
would
longer?
do.
It depends. If you're trying to make something out of blood glass, and you are using the powder, it'll take a fair amount of time. If you're using like a pane of blood glass, or even like if you want to break apart a blood glass cube, it would reduce that time because you don't need to make it glass and then make it into the thing. So if you want to sacrifice a cube or two,
Anybody have a cube?
Well,
I do, but I'm not
don't
there.
we have like a pane of glass too? I thought
think,
that was.
correct me if I'm wrong, I think the pane of glass is chilling at the house in Delphi.
I thought we put it in.
Yeah.
No. I thought we put that into
Oh,
our.
we did put it in the bag
Yeah,
of holding. when
there we
left.
go. That's what that's called.
That's right. When we got the bag of holding, we put it in there.
Yeah, that was my bag of holding, but we also ran to get loot from a whole like. Oh wait, no, I have a separate.
We got 2 bag of holdings.
We have one that's not dependent on an infusion. and
Yeah,
then
you have
we
a real
one
bag of
that
holding.
was an infusion.
Yeah.
The one that actually isn't, or the one that is a bag of holding, is full of fucking gold.
Nice.
Right.
I'd like to buy a top.
And there is time in between. Like, is there time between the class? Or no, wait. That's all
between
one day
the
to-
rounds, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but between each round of the race to Olympus, you would have about an hour's time. So about a short rest.
Okay. So we can. I don't know. Well, yeah, we don't have enough blood glass on hand for a shield of blood glass.
Okay, that's okay.
That'd be a thing. That sounds so cool.
So, anything else? We got everything that we need. The
I
arsenal.
guess- Let me just quickly look through my knapsack.
Oh,
Why
and
are we fighting? What is this girl? What is?
So as they're looking through stuff, let me explain a little bit more, Adagio. A race to Olympus is first round is 5 groups of 5 fighting animals, beasts. Then one group gets eliminated. Then 4 groups of 4 fight men. Then one group gets eliminated. 3 groups of
Wait.
3. Yeah.
I'm sorry, and none of my party members signed up for this?
Not yet. I mean,
What?
by the time you guys got here, like this is happening tomorrow. The slots
Alright.
are filled.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Can I sabotage someone and take their spot?
I assume that's what Ilme and Anora are probably gonna try to do. Maybe we'll find out. The third
Please.
round, 3 groups of 3 fight monsters. Then 2 groups of 2 fight gods, not actually gods, but just like celestials or godlike things. And then
bless.
finally, 1 challenger fights the champion.
I
The champion is Paloma.
Aries in disguise? Oh.
No, it's whoever the champion is of that local arena. That would be the final one.
I don't believe you. My intuition is spot on, you guys. Aries
Sure.
in disguise. That's what's happening.
Hey,
God of War.
you called Triea as the secret princess to Athens.
I did a lot of things, and if you guys go back, I'm like
Yeah.
Ron Weasley of the Harry Potter series. I will call a lot of things on this.
You did also call that Anora, there was something up with Anora as far as like they weren't just a straight tiefling from the get-go too.
I had multiple strings of thoughts, and none of them went anywhere because
I actually just hear what Isaac says and write it down and make it canon. Oh my god, literally, yeah, you're literally the son of Apollo. You're literally the son of prophecy.
I'm dead. Please. That would make my day so bad. I'd be like, damn, all the things I'm saying are coming true. I'm fucking with him. Oh, so hard right now.
All right,
Um,
so
Is there any way for me to switch teams and go with the other two to
Jesus.
fuck up some shit and take a spot?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I just put you in this group, but if you'd like, you can be with them since you weren't.
That's what my
actually.
personality is telling me.
Yeah. So I'll say you're with them. In which case, Ryujin and Alexios, what are you guys doing?
I had no
I have
idea
this
what happened.
bottle
I'm
of-
so sorry.
of salt water, this canteen of salt water. I don't know if we can use this at all. Maybe I can like bless something. If I don't know how to bless stuff. You got a sore
I'm sorry,
throat?
what?
Yeah,
What is
that's
the salt water?
gargling some salt water. Carry on.
Can he
carry
say this
on.
as I'm walking out and I'm like, don't do that. And then like casually bless it.
Can there canonically be just like a little goldfish like in the canteen, like with all the salt water? Just maybe
Yeah,
a
the
little
last time
piece
you
of
filled
kelp.
it up, you actually just got a
Yeah.
little minnow in there.
Yeah.
Keep the other 2 out of trouble, Adagio.
Can I prepare new spells? Because
It's the same day, but theoretically, if you were to fight tomorrow, you'd be able to prepare new spells.
Wait a minute. Y'all need to rewind. Did I cry when I said goodbye to Cassandra and Triea? And what the F bomb is happening
Oh
when
no,
I next see
they
them?
haven't left yet.
Yeah, they're chilling in Vultura.
They're
Okay.
technically at a tavern right now, getting
Yeah,
schmiffed.
they're at a tavern getting shit faced. They
I felt
they are
that.
also in town to buy whatever it is Alcmenos is gonna sell.
I heard.
Yeah.
Gunslinger artificers coming to you and Gaia.
Percy?
What? I think Percy did Percy ever pick up a gun? I'm so sorry. You just ruined the entire series for me. I
No,
will
not
read it.
Percy
Where's-
Jackson.
No, different.
Oh,
Where's
I
it?
was so offended. I was like, I ain't never gonna read another book ever again. I hate all
Let
of
me
you.
just pull him out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Percy
Pull
Percy
the
turned
Percival
into a
Dorolo.
metal bender.
My favorite one. If guns were in Gaia, I would have been a gunslinger.
Next campaign, depending on how you guys do this, maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
All right,
um,
Alexios, the floor is yours.
We're gonna start on the armor.
Okay.
Eugens, I guess.
All right, we'll start with Ryujin's bullet breastplate.
And before I forget, I'm gonna touch him on the forehead and give him gift of the gods. Or share
I know.
talent.
Share the craft, I think that's what it's called. All right, so Ryujin, Alexios shows you how to do this, and you're like, oh yeah, this is no fucking big deal. Like, first of all, you just walked past a whole line of smiths doing this exact same thing, and now you've actually got a hammer in your hand, and you're in a forge, you're like, let's fucking do this! So, Alexios, I am going to need 3 checks. The first one is going to be an intelligence-based check with your tools. So double proficiency plus intelligence. This is to figure out the design of the piece that you need.
This is a 27.
And that's an advantage because Ryujin's helping you.
Oh no. Hold on.
Yeah, he's helping you, right? That was the point of the share the craft, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just awkwardly standing in the corner, just reveling in this knowledge.
28.
28. Yeah. Now that you've made several breastplates out of this material specifically, it is now as comfortable for you as steel or bronze or copper is. So you immediately begin cutting the hide exactly the way you need it to be cut to begin this process. Now, we're going to get into the actual forging part. As you hammer this piece into the form that you need it to be, go ahead and make a strength-based tools check. So strength, double proficiency, at advantage.
So, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The hide armor, the hide is now getting a little bit older than when you used it before. It's the flesh is rotting slightly, so it's a little bit harder to handle. But this is nothing compared to your own skills. And now that you are in a forge that you are very comfortable in, you're back on the Isle of Aries. You can feel the fire burning the symbol on your shoulder. Nothing can stop you. So even though it's sort of getting a little bit grosser, with that hammer, you are plowing through and turning it into this beautiful breastplate. The last thing you need to do is that fine detail work to make it really shine as Ryujin's breastplate. Go ahead and make dexterity, double proficiency, at advantage.
Uh, 24.
24. Not only do you make this beautiful wave design, but now that you've spent a week at sea, you also manage to create the form of the Tromokratis, this enormous ship, in this metallic material. There's a little tentacle curling up from the sea as well. It is glorious, it is beautiful, it is very Ryujin, and it is done. Ryujin, you can add a +1 breastplate to your inventory.
Okay, thank you. Badass.
Nice. Augmenting Ilmay's armor, leather.
Yes, I will say, because Ilmay's not there, this will involve making leather armor, which is fine, but you will just have to make your own.
Okay.
Unless she left her armor with you, which I don't think she did. Yeah. Luckily, the material is here. It's already like perfectly tanned and cut into really easy shapes. It is designed to be used for this exact purpose. Go ahead, make your intelligence, double proficiency, at advantage. And it'll basically always be this pattern: intelligence, then strength, then dexterity.
Alright. So I'm gonna use a +5 and make it a 27.
Yeah, for sure. Leather armor was one of the first things you learned to make. It is bread and butter for you. You don't even have to really think about it. If anything, you're basically just like teaching Ryujin how to do it more than you're actually doing it yourself. And the leather frame is there with markings cut for where the studs will go. Go ahead and make those studs with your strength.
Natural 19, 26.
26. Utilizing the very last of the usable billet hide, you make these beautiful little spikes that you can fasten easily to this studded leather armor. And now, for the finishing touches, as you place these studs and make sure they are fastened tightly, dexterity.
I also want to put a mask on that.
Okay.
If I could. Just a little, but you said dexterity.
Yeah.
25.
25. Yeah. This is, especially compared to like the full metal breastplate, this is child's play. You easily make a +1 studded leather armor.
Alright. I know the 2 shields, but I also have a sword that I want to do.
Okay. I will say, you know how long it takes to smith things. I will say you would know that without additional help, to get all 3 of those things done, you would need to work through the night.
Could we maybe recruit your master's assistants just for maybe an hour or 2, or just a little bit?
He will not stop working.
Okay. We could get maybe someone from the Tromocrates to help.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can just buy 2 shields.
Okay.
I don't like it. I hate
Well, I mean,
it.
I can buy a shield. I can help you make yours and the sword.
Wait, Sammy, you said there were weapons and armor around. Would any of those be like basic shields?
Yeah, so basically any basic mundane armor or weapon that you would want, you would be able to buy.
Okay, so we could buy it just straight from.
Yeah, you could go and you don't even need to roleplay it. Shields are 10 gold apiece. You can buy however many you'd like. They're just basic ass shields.
So theoretically, could we buy 2 and then like work them a bit?
Sure.
Would that be
It would
enough time?
it would save you some time. It depends on how extensive whatever this sword is that you want to make.
It's just a different shape. I kind of had some ideas, but wait. Yeah, it's gonna be reverse grip.
Okay.
At the pommel, it's gonna be like a spike or a hand cover. Also, it's gonna be bladed on one side. And the grip is like really defined. Like it's my grip.
Okay. Would you consider this more of like a long sword or a short sword or like what sort of length are we going for?
Can I use a long sword and a shield still?
Yeah, so long swords are versatile, meaning that if you use it with one hand, it does a certain amount of damage, or 2 hands, it does a different amount of damage.
Is that what
1d8
that
versus
means?
1d10. Yeah. That's what the
I thought that
trident
was
is
like
too.
thrown properties. I always thought that was like the damage if I threw it.
No, yeah, it's
I
just
thought
I've
one-handed
been
versus
doing
two-handed.
one-handed damage, even though I've
Wait
been
a
using it with
minute.
2 hands.
There you go.
I
What?
could put my blade in 2 hands and just been like swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so could I double swipe
So
or
I could have been
double
using
hand
a
with a
D8 this
shield?
whole time, but I've been doing it.
No,
Wow.
you need one hand free with a shield.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm gonna
I mean,
go
here
for
I guess
longer.
here's a good question. Because you would be so experienced with this, do you want a one-handed weapon that does the most damage?
Yes.
Okay, let me look through here. I would say, like a maul would. I mean, most of them are gonna do 1d8. Most of them are gonna do 1d8. Ones that do more than 1d8 are a lance does 1d12, but that's like a really special kind of weapon. It's not really like a weapon. The battle axe and the longsword are both versatile, so it'd be 1d8 or 1d10 with 2 hands. That's really it. Basically, to get more than 1d8, you would need 2 hands.
Is the Dragon's Doom a long sword or a great sword?
I believe it's a greatsword. Offhand, I don't know for sure, but I think it's a greatsword.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for a long sword.
Sure.
It's gonna be a save, or not a save, but it's a one-sided blade.
Gotcha. So go ahead, make your 3 checks in a row: intelligence, then strength, then dex. All at advantage, all double proficiency.
25, and I'm gonna +5 that to make it a 30.
Sure.
second one is 18 plus 7, 23.
Okay.
And the last one is 27, and I'm gonna do plus 5 to make it a. What is that?
32?
Wait, 32. That's the one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, this idea has been in your head for a long time. It is very easy for you to just sketch out the general idea for it, and then burst that metal into place, sizzle it, do everything you need to do, get the fine detail work on it. Does this weapon have a name?
Ooh, snap! I didn't think of that yet.
That's all right, you can come up with it later. Go ahead and add a long sword to your inventory. It is beautiful and sexy.
Thank you. I will have a name by next time.
No one.
Amazing. You gotta sleep on it. Speaking of sleep, at this point, you guys would be getting fairly tired.
Okay, how much time would it take for us to augment 2 shields?
Depends what you're augmenting.
Matter of fact, we don't need to augment, or it's just gonna be cosmetic, you know?
Okay. You just want to paint it?
Yeah, we could just get shields. I just
Okay.
realized we weren't doing anything with them.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and it's 10 gold apiece. You can determine how much you want to get, and you can just add that many shields to your inventory.
Basically, I'm just trying to give us, like, a competitor look.
For sure. Yeah. All right. So as that is winding down, Anura, you see Adagio in the distance running to catch up with you as you guys are walking away from the inner ring, defeated.
I want to say I was drunk as I am right now.
That's fair. That's real.
I
So,
drank
did
my
you decide
Aries.
to join us in trying to take?
I very much have no idea what's happening. I decided to join you, period. I don't know.
We
Sure.
were trying
Yeah.
to take the weapons from
Uh,
whatever fucking
Oh,
name
I
is.
was trying
Paloma.
to take a person's spot in the gladiator ring. So if you guys want to go cast Ray of Sickness on some boobs and like take their spots and like beat them up and leave them in an alley, that'd be great.
I don't know if we need to do
I
that.
wanna
I think we need to go talk to the people though. Be like,
I wanna
hey,
compete.
so this is
We're the
about
hands of fate.
exposure
Um,
and money. We're the hands of fate. It's a party of mostly demigods. That's a big draw.
yeah.
You're
So
gonna
let's
want us
go
there, buddy.
find. What would? I don't remember the guy's name that one dude mentioned.
He said,
That we
Ringmaster Menor.
Let's go find this ringmaster Maynor, talk to him, see if we can get in, and then we can do some more recon and trying to get in.
Bring him
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
show him how strong we are.
Alright, let's find them.
All right.
So yeah, so just start asking around.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That was a 6.
So the only reason that it takes a while for you to figure out where to go is because you keep asking the question and people look at
Oh, I
you
looked
like,
at the wrong one. It
oh,
was a 9.
great.
So much better.
You keep asking like, hey, where can we find Ringmaster Menor? And everyone looks at you like, are you the dumbest person on the planet? And they sort of like laugh, like they think maybe you're telling a joke, and then they just sort of like awkwardly walk away. Eventually, you do see someone who is like, and just like points at the enormous arena.
Of course,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah, of course he'd be there. So, well, let's go in. Try and find this person. Did we ever get a description, like as we were asking around, so we know
no.
who we're looking? Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay.
You know he's a
Well,
ringmaster.
let's go in and see.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I cloak of
You
many
do see.
fashions.
Yeah. What do you want to look
Looking
like?
for the ringmaster. Can I write text on my cloak? Like, if
No.
I wanted to. Wait a minute. I could change the appearance of this cloak. Can I make it look like a map? Can I make it look like the story of our group? Can I make it look like a person? Can I make it look like text? I want the details of this cloak because I want the full 10 yards, and y'all are
It
giving me
is a
5.
common magic item, so I'm gonna say no.
Damn it!
It is
What
the
about a
magic
faithful
item
looking
equivalent
map?
of a cantrip.
What about that's okay?
Ouch,
If you can Eldritch Blast as a
damn.
cantrip, I can make my cloak look like a map.
I've never thought of a cantrip being
fair point.
insult.
Because I
Damn.
always thought it'd be really fun to pull up my cloak and be like very vague shapes of us and be like, this is the story of the Hands of Fate. This is Honora as they walk into the forest to beat up and dying and become a sister of the moon. And then this is little Ilme getting their arm burned off. Like, I thought that was super funny.
You had most of the story, right?
You can use Ryujin's illusions with his instrument.
That's
to
not
tell
enough.
That story.
That's not mine.
I mean, cantrips aren't all that bad, though. I feel like that's a bad comparison because like guidance is a cantrip, and that's kind of overpowered whenever you're just standing next to somebody.
Which is why his cloak allows him to make it look like any other kind of cloak.
Okay, I'd like to look like
You were a
Sammy.
spell,
Face,
it would be a
what he's
cantrip,
shocked.
and I don't mean Eldritch Blast or guidance.
All right, so you guys head to the arena, and it is a massive coliseum. None of
Like,
you
bigger than
are
anything
really
I've ever seen.
from none of you are really from gladiatorial towns. So you probably have not seen anything like this before. It is on a massive scale, and you do see it looks like there is some sort of not so grand entrance, just like a fairly normal 2 doors that are guarded by 2 of the standard Vulturan guards.
I want to walk right up and punch someone in the face. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I very much.
I'll just walk
You
up and
see,
ask.
Isaac, you weren't here for DJ's frantic warnings not to cause a fight in this town because everyone can kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick someone's ass. I want to be Party Thor in the What If episode and just walk the frick up with a towel. What's up, my dudes? I'm looking for the ringmaster or whatever his name is. That's just like that.
What's your business with him?
I'd like to join your friendly competition.
Yeah, you're a bit late for that. The seats are taken.
Do you know who
Wait.
I am?
Please
No.
ignore him. He's drunk.
My name is Adagio, and I am demigod child of Apollo.
We
Faithful
Wanted
leader of
to
Hands of
see-
Fate.
The amount of
all right. At this point, I'm just gonna slap my hand over Dajio's mouth. Please ignore him. He is drunk. He is right that we are part of the Hands of Fate, and we wanted to see if there was any way we could replace one of the groups because we feel like it'd be a good draw for Vultura as well as some good practice for us to compete in the competition. So you'd have a group of demigods competing against everybody else, and it's also a group of demigods who are also kind of well-known heroes at this point.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
God damn it, Sammy.
Can I make my cloak nice?
What else were you
Like
gonna
our story?
do?
I want my cloak to
Ah.
look like the story. This is Honora beating up by the Minotaur.
I'm gonna use my last
this
one
is
to
us
add to it.
surviving them. This is little Ilme stealing some blood glass.
The 22. Wait, no, yeah,
22.
22. I can't do math.
Why are you so sad about a 22?
It wasn't a 22 when I was upset
Oh.
about persuasion again.
It's a fucking 27.
No, I was upset about it being persuasion, not the number itself.
I see. The guards would look at each other and they're like, you can feel free to talk to him, but I wouldn't hold your breath. One of them opens a door and escorts you guys down a rather dark hallway before he finds himself at another door, knocks on it. Toom, toom, toom. Ringmaster! We've got some, people with a proposition for you. You busy? No, yes, come in. He opens the door and you see a rather thin human man sitting at a desk. You see several papers in front of him that look like they have drawings of various gladiators or challengers or whatever. He looks up as you brush. Yes, I'm terribly sorry. Did we have a meeting that I forgot?
I want to cut everyone off and just
we
be like,
did-
we are the hands of fate, and an inside
I'm
check
gonna
if that means
immediately-
anything to him.
Before he can do any, before Dodger can
That's
say
a
anything else,
lie.
again, I'm putting my hand
No,
over his
listen.
mouth.
We are the.
I am so sorry. He is
Morning
drunk.
flare.
I'm so sorry.
Flash of light. Hi, my name's Adagio. How's it going?
What is going on here?
So
Pardon me,
we
Artistic
wanted to
illusion.
see. Oh God. I'm gonna turn to Ilme. Can you make him shut up? I don't know what else to do.
I want to talk to you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have one more of those that sleeping drought that we never used on the one
Use
guard.
it, God. Use it. I'll
Taco.
carry him around at this point.
No! I'll be helpful, I swear.
So we had a bit of a proposition for you. We know that there's the race of Olympus happening tomorrow, and we wanted to see if there's any way we could replace one of the groups. We thought it would be good, for both you and us, give us a little bit of practice. You get a group who's some fairly well-known heroes who happen to almost all be demigods or connected to a god in some way, good draw for you to make a little more money, good way for us to practice.
An interesting proposition. I have heard of this group, the Hands of Fate. So many rumors and stories, it is unclear what is truth. You claim to be
Ask away.
demigods?
Most
show
of the
my
party
shoulder.
is
I'll be
demigods.
Yep. Child of Apollo here.
I'll hold up my hand and be like, well, it used to be there.
I'm sure it was.
I'll move where he can see the mark on my arm. I'm not a demigod, but there's some, weird shit.
Well, you are not wrong. That is some weird shit. I hate to burst your bubble, but there are only 3 of you, and all parties must have 5 members.
Have 2 more members who are currently working on their own little thing. One of them was a former student of the One Smote, so they went to go visit with him.
What is that one's name?
Alexios.
Alexios, who used to be a student of the One Smart.
Mhm.
Not the brother of Demetrios.
Do we know this? I know outside of this we know
Yes.
this, but
I'm just going
We
to
do know
say yes,
this?
no matter what.
just
Well,
yes.
Agreed. Yes, he was. He is.
The Silver Snake is quite a fighter. Does his brother carry the same gene?
Definitely.
100%.
He's
And your
He is
5th member?
his
He's
name is
also a
Ryujin.
gladiator.
Yeah, he's a gladiator as well.
Although his
In
name I
the
do not
Zan-
remember.
Darian.
Shut the fuck up. Undefeated,
Names-
actually, so.
Named, sorry.
We don't-
Named what?
Dude, he told us this once. I don't remember.
He told us
Ryujin?
his name, right?
I never said my
So the-
nickname.
Yes, you
I thought you
did. Yes, you did. Wait,
Yeah,
wait, did I?
wait a minute.
Are you sure?
You
Wait a
did.
I
minute.
think you did.
Um,
Fuck
You
me.
did,
All
you
right.
told us
Like
your nickname.
Ryu.
Can I roll for
Ryu
this?
But I
something.
also told you it was confidential, so keep.
No, you didn't.
Nothing is
Oh
confidence when
no,
I'm
we're
drunk.
saying it.
This
You
really
did not
depends.
say it was confident.
Honora, did you take that feat or not?
I did. I don't know if I actually clicked the button to, but that's what I was planning on doing was Keen Mind, so
Okay, in that case, it was definitely within a month, so you would remember that Ryujin's gladiatorial
Okay.
name was Ryu the Unbroken.
I was going to ask real quick. I had a question about that because I was going to change something on it, so I don't know if I want to use it for this or not. I had a question
Okay.
that goes against. So because I took the feat before as linguist, could I
Yeah.
take the abilities for improvement and learn more languages? If I take it in
You
wisdom or
can't just
intelligence?
immediately learn more. Oh, is that part of the linguist that if your ability score increases, you learn another language?
That's not part of it, but I was wondering if it could, kind of just be done that way because.
Not that quickly, no. You'd have to work
That's with my
to
character.
learn another language.
Okay, cool. Then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go with Keen Mind. Then that was the
Okay.
only question I had.
Yeah. So you would remember that conversation.
Yes. Then I'll say his name was Ryu the Unbroken.
Fascinating. I have heard tale of this gladiator. I have heard he disappeared or died or was defeated or something.
Undefeated
Nope,
and my
he's
best
with
friend.
us.
Well,
Out.
I shall write a letter. I believe someone was looking for him. Well,
You didn't tell us why. You didn't say it was confidential whenever you told us, Ryujin, and you didn't tell us why.
That's a
I
hint.
feel bad now.
Gavin was like, ah!
Can I be like, can I, as soon as he says that, I want to pull out 5 platinum and be like, that letter doesn't need to be written, right?
Ah.
Think of all the money you'd make letting him compete.
He just leans back in his chair. So, now the conversation has begun. You wish to be in my competition? Well, that would mean disappointing a group I have already taken money from. That is quite an expensive proposition.
I'm going to take out another 2 platinum, and add them to the pile in my hand.
You know, people have traveled from far and wide to compete in a tournament as illustrious as this. You know, there is a good deal of prize money given to each of the contenders after each successful round. That is a bit more than 70 golds worth.
I'm
I have
gonna
a bag of
add
jewels.
another. I think I have a random jewel I can add to this. That's not one of the gems. I think I just have a random gem I picked up somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna add the
have
random black gem that I have
600
to it.
gold's worth of diamond in a little baggie.
Don't use that.
That's
use something
Revivify
else.
Diamond.
That's Revivify. Do not do that.
That's a lie. I have 400 gold worth of random jewels from a cave diamond.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and drop
Two
the
separate
black
ones.
gem into my hand that has the 7 platinum already.
So how much is the black gem worth?
It's worth 50 gold.
Okay. So. Gold so far.
Ilme
Okay,
is
so-
being very quiet, not giving up anything.
Okay.
I love them, eh?
So, the platinum and the black gem. He looks at it. You know, I have grown to enjoy the company of these 5 groups. It would be a real shame to remove one from the lineup. Perhaps you can help me. Should I remove the Scorned Women, who are a group of powerful female fighters who have all laid with the God of Thunder? Should I remove the Eye Catchers, the famed bandits who collect the eyes of their enemies and wear them as jewelry? Should I let go of the Lightning Chasers, Vultura's own, who all use the special wheelchairs that Alkmenos previously invented in battle? Should I free the Golden Hope, a bizarre adventuring party from far
Wait a
away?
minute.
Oh, hey!
You motherfucker.
Hey!
Told you there was an Easter egg.
They're not as important.
Or perhaps the Swords of Menelaus, a group of Spartan soldiers who grew up in the gladiator pits of their own country. It is unclear, but any of them, I assume, would pay me far more than 120 gold to remain in this competition.
Never mind, I'm not here. Fuck.
Can you say that
What
that
about
group
just
is
to
made
add-
of 4 demigods and another one who was somebody else who was possibly raised by God?
My dear, the advantages of your group do not escape my notice, but everyone is going to come to this event anyway to see what Paloma delivers, so I do not need more butts in seats, as you will. If you want so badly to be in this competition, it will cost you far more than 120 gold.
Name your price. That was well.
That was very bold. Can I
10,000
take
gold.
10,000 gold.
How much do you have in the gems, Adagio?
I have 400 in gems.
If I do that, that wipes out everything that I have set aside for making health potions.
No.
Okay, wait.
I turn to them and be like, no.
What? Wait.
What other choice do
what do
we
we
have?
gain each round if we win? Like, what is the money buyout? If we give you this money, what are we gaining? from,
Gotcha.
like,
Actually,
winning?
let me pull up the money so I don't tell you the wrong thing.
Because I'm not
Holy
about to put down
shit.
this much money
Yes.
and I'll get equal amount or
So,
more.
after the first round, all members of each of the winning teams get 500 gold apiece. After the second round, each of the 4 remaining members of all the winning teams get 1,000 gold apiece. After the third round, the 3 members of the remaining teams receive 1,500 gold to each member. After the fourth round, both of the remaining members of your team would receive 3,000 gold. There is no cash prize for beating the champion, but you become the new champion and are treated to a life of luxury here in Vultura.
So if we make it past the first round, we've already made our money back. No, we haven't. I did math wrong.
The
Never
second
mind.
round.
No, because
If
how
we could
much?
pass-
What
I'm
did he
doing
want
math
our
wrong. He said
spot?
10,000
How
gold.
much
I was going
He
with
wanted
10,000.
10,000.
Sorry.
Right? Yeah, no. I turned no, and I walk away. I'm walking out.
Can I stop Ilme before she walks out?
Sure.
Can I lean forward to the desk and be like, it'd be very unfortunate now that I know the names of the groups if one of them were to
What?
fall
Wait,
out of
that is too
competition.
much.
There's no other way to get to the weapons. We've already found that out. We can't let them get out.
Oh, but there is.
What other choice do we have?
How close are we to this dude? Can he
It's
still
a small
hear?
office. It's a small office.
I've been whispering this whole time, of course.
I'm
but-
walking out. I have no way to discuss this in here. I'm walking
Can
out.
he speak? Can I say something? Can I say something like inconsequential and celestial and see if he answers?
Sure.
It doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
still can't understand you.
I know, but I can at least talk to Adagio and get something before we walk out to make sure we know what we're going to do to get back in. Can you lower that price to? What's the reason? Can you lower that by just a little bit?
I'm sorry?
Okay, cool.
Leave.
Sorry,
I'm out of here.
I learned a bunch of languages a little while ago, and I occasionally slip back into other ones without meaning to.
Of course.
My bad. And then
Can I
in
insight check that?
celestial.
Did he actually not understand that?
Make an insight check.
Yeah. I'm gonna vibe check the motherfucker.
Vibe check that motherfucker.
It's a 22.
Okay.
Wait, I said that off the top of my head. I don't actually.
It's actually a 12.
Mine is
Actually, it is a
Mine
22.
is
I was
actually
right. my
22
insight
as
is a
well.
22.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah, you get the sense that, he doesn't understand what you're saying, but he wants to sort of keep the presence of power in the conversation, so he's not like, I don't understand what you said, but yeah, he has no idea what you said.
I'm gonna lean into Adagio. We have to go regroup with Ilme, but how the fuck are we gonna get back in here if we walk out?
One of us can stay behind. Magically use message. What's up? How's it going? I'll meet up with you guys in a few. Maybe I can get this guy to lower his price age.
All right, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go talk to her real quick. And walk out the door.
Okay.
You can see my group is very passionate about competing in this competition. A lot more than just fame and glory and money is hanging on the line for us. Although I only learned that 5 seconds ago.
Of course, you understand that I have had many people ask to be part of this competition. That is why the price is so high.
I can only imagine. I mean, what I'd give to compete is a lot. But what you're asking
10,000?
is even more.
Well, then our work here is done.
Oh, come on. You're a businessman. I'm sure there's some sort of something I could do for you, something you need to get done, something we.
Let me tell you my business.
Do the Hands of Fate owe him a favor? Is that a thing we can offer?
You're not there.
I'm saying in general, is that a thing we can offer?
I mean, you can offer whatever you want. It's D&D. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, I didn't know if that was a thing we could offer.
Yeah.
Before he can finish talking to Adagio, can I run that by Ilme before he gets kicked out?
You're not there.
I'm saying before Adagio gets kicked out, though, like before we see him having to like leave the office, can I run it by Ilme and then rush back in?
But Adagio, he looks at you. Let me tell you my business, as I am a businessman. I have a perfectly functional and highly anticipated competition tomorrow. It is fully booked. The monsters are ready and in their cages and hungry. The gladiators are ready and trained and fighting, and what is sure to be a climactic ending. Not to mention all of the bets that are pouring in. I have 3 armies who are all going to be in attendance, not to mention the regulars of Vultura. I have 5 adventuring parties ready to go. There is nothing I need from you. What we are talking about is only your desire. And if you so desire to be in this competition, well, then you will pay.
Is there like a desk between us or what? What's happening?
Yeah, there's
what
a
is
desk.
this room
There's a desk.
situation?
Yeah. It's a fairly small room, but there is a desk that he is behind, and there's like a bunch of papers on the desk and stuff, and there are several chairs on your side.
Is it like a thick looking desk?
Yeah, look, I mean, it looks sturdy as hell.
Damn it, I want to smash the damn desk.
You can give it a go.
"Listen, little imp." Budget. Oh my god, do I want to threaten this guy? Do I want to play to his stupid, egotistical side? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go into rage and smash his desk.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Is this an advantage or no?
Nope, it's just an
wait.
attack roll.
Just an attack roll?
Yeah.
What am I adding to this? Just a straight attack roll?
Yeah, like
Joke's
whatever
on me.
weapon you're using, like as if you're gonna attack a creature.
Desk is
Oh.
made out of oak.
The thing is
and
that I was just gonna use my hands.
Sure, then unarmed.
Oh, it's a +5. Okay, heard. Oh, that sounds a lot better. Oh, it's a natural 20! Fuck it. But yeah. Sorry, Jupiter.
Okay, go ahead, roll damage.
What do you think? It's an unarmed attack. Am I just doing the unarmed attack?
Yeah, but double it.
Okay, because it just says 3.
Yeah,
So is that
Yeah.
a 6?
yeah. So 6 points of damage to the desk. You, and you hear some of it splinter, and he just looks up at you unfazed. He goes, "Child, you are not
I'm-
from this city, so let me tell you how things are done here. You either play by the rules, or you meet Aries in glorious battle. But let me tell you this, friend. If you attempt to fight me here, you will lose, and I will kill you.
Can I just
And
kiss him
when
and
you
interrupt
are
him?
dead, when you what?
Can I just lean forward and kiss him to interrupt him?
Kiss him?
Yeah. Just like lean forward and be like, I'm not going after you. You can't put on a show without your teams.
Are you threatening?
What was the point in kissing him? I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
I'm confused.
The interrupting.
Oh.
Literally just the interrupting.
There are so many other ways.
It's that
but you
Adagio
just-
flare, baby.
I'm sorry. There's the first thing that popped into my mind.
My friend, if you cannot even smash this desk, I implore you, do try to kill all the other gladiators before the morning.
Oh, that sounds like a bet. I'm a fucking do it. I'm a fucking do it.
All I will tell you is this, child.
There was
You
no
may
reaction to
try-
that just then?
You may try to cut down all of my gladiators, but all it will take is one to cut down you. And once you are cut down, then your party cannot compete, can they?
Oh my god. How much gold do I have on me? Can I just pay this stupid man?
I don't know, you tell me. I don't know your inventory.
Give me a second.
The only way you would have 10,000 gold is if you had the bag of holding that has all the gold in it.
Which I believe Alexios has.
Yeah, I have. Actually,
I can get up to 1,000 gold, but I can't get 10,000
I
out of my
have
inventory.
10,000 gold.
How?
You have 10,000 gold?
I have no. I have the like diamonds worth, and then like gold itself
Oh, great.
in like gold. Like I have the like revivify, the gems, and then like gold itself enough to like pay this man off.
And like you
And I'm like,
don't need to pay him by yourself if you don't want to spend all of that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I can literally give this guy like the gems and the gold and not give the revivified diamonds, and then like come back.
It's up to you, man. You're the one who's in there right now. We can't stop you currently.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna take out the bags of the little gem diamonds. The cave wow.
Cave gems.
There we go. That is how
Yep.
you say that.
How much are they worth?
Yes. They're 400 in total.
400 in total. Okay.
Are you
Anything
adding
else?
up to 1,000 or 10,000 in your head, Isaac?
I might be doing a lot of things in my head. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm
I
not
think you're
gonna
adding
lie.
to
There
1,000 because
is
there's no way you have enough gold to do 10,000.
Unless you've been doing something on the side that we're not aware of.
I've been doing a lot of things on the side that no one's aware of, not even myself. Fudge, I'm mad at this random dude.
Collective, don't we have like 40 or 70,000 gold?
And I know you have a lot
Yeah.
of gold. I don't know
We have
exactly
like
how much you
18,000 total.
Oh my god. Can I like
Do we
side
actually?
message Ilme and be like, why can't I just
Well,
pay
that's
this
just-
dude?
That's
send-
just in the bag
There.
of holding, though. That's not
said
including
message.
have. Are you?
everybody
Yeah.
else.
Ilme, you hear his
Sending,
voice
or-
in your head.
Why can't I just go ahead and pay this dude?
I'm not willing to spend 10,000 gold to do this when we can just kill off a few people.
I said the same thing. But I also wasn't here to know how strong these people are, so
You guys haven't seen him.
oh my god. Can I just like Legend of Korra like listen you, I'll be back.
Sure. He doesn't seem
I'll be-
remotely intimidated by you.
Ah, my will to like burn the entire world down is just like raging right now.
When Adagio walks out, if
Sorry,
he's leaving,
brother.
can
No.
I walk back in and be like, what if we said the hands of fate owe you a favor that you can elect at any point?
Favors are interesting. But I am in debt to people that are far more intimidating than you. Tell you what, a favor only you can provide.
What's a
Leave
favor
town.
only we can provide?
But leave the body of your friend Ryujin behind.
I can do that. That's okay. I'm just kidding.
No, what?
My brain said feign death. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just quickly, because I forgot to ask this earlier, would I have like recognized the name of this dude speaking?
Nope.
No.
Do I see like the scratches on the desk or like a dent from where Adagio tried to break it?
You see a little splinter. Yeah.
I'm dead. I hate this place.
da-da-da-da.
Damn it, I
So-
should've burned it on fire.
So, what I'm gonna do is something probably kind of stupid. I'm going to cast. Am I going to do this? Am I going to do something stupid? Can I turn myself into looking like him if I cast polymorph?
What did I
Mhm.
miss?
Let me see. I mean, that's really more disguise self or alter self. So my instinct is to say no, just because there's another spell that does literally that exact thing. Interesting. Hold on. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to. So yeah. So no, you cannot turn it into a human.
Let me go talk to the rest of the party, see if we can get together that 10,000 gold.
Of course.
And as we're leaving, I'm just gonna cast Primal Savagery so that like I grow claws and everything.
Sure.
And turn back and be like, I'll be back.
I cannot wait.
Eugen, I'm so sorry.
Can you polymorph something? Oh, well, you can polymorph something into a region. I'm sad.
I could have polymorphed him into a fucking cat.
Could have. And then just left him there.
It's not easy to hit. He would have easily hit my save DC, so.
I have a cursed person.
Into, like, a little turtle and just, like, keep him as a pet.
I can curse him.
Yeah, I could, in theory, polymorph him into a little turtle.
I believe it only lasts for an hour at max, though.
Oh, okay. Well, turtles, you know, actually, you'd have to turn it into a small creature that you don't feel bad about squishing. Like maybe a snail, you know?
Like
if you squish him, he just turns back to his normal form.
Oh.
Yeah, but...
What about I, like, throw him into a volcano?
We put him in blood glass?
As soon as a polymorph creature becomes damaged, as soon as it takes damage, it transforms back.
You'll still
be... What if we put it in a
blood
glass cube and seal it?
Would he break it? Because it would stop the spell, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but what if when he transforms back into a person, he just gets all squished and broken in the box?
What if I just put him in a cage and choke him to feed? Like, put him on the Tromocrates and have him sit in jail for the next, like, 15 years.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay, so we know the names of the parties. Let's go find our friends that we know are gonna be there. They probably know where some of these people are staying. We just need to not even kill. We can just seriously maim one person in one of the groups, meaning they can't compete. So then the Ringmaster will be wanting a new group. And lo and behold, here we are wanting to join.
We're still going to have to pay, though. That's the thing. Like, he's not going to let us get away with not paying. That's not going to happen.
Wait, did he say that, like, each of the groups paid 10,000 gold?
Or is it just the groups 10,000 gold is the amount he needs.
To replace one of them, right?
So, like, all the other groups paid 10,000 gold to be in this competition?
He did not clarify.
We'll go ask the
But they had to have paid a shit ton of money for him to be wanting us to pay this much.
Well, let's go talk to the people we know, see what they did. Then we can seriously maim a person.
Flirt our way into, like, getting one away from them and beat them up.
That's what I think we should do.
Okay, so based on what he said, do we know that the gladiators are currently training in the arena since we're still at the arena? Because he did say that they were training.
You would know just from being around here. It doesn't seem like there's anyone in the arena right now besides him. And like guards and stuff.
The other question is, how much was it that each person got from each round? Because I need to do math real quick.
Yeah. So round 1 is 500 gold each, so that's 2,500 total for that round.
Mm-hmm.
Then round 2 is 1,000 gold each, so that's 4,000 total. Round 3 is 1,500 each, so that's 4,500 total. And round 4 is 3,000 each, which is 6,000 total.
So
okay.
If we won,
so for one person, it comes out to 6,000 total in winnings. For just one person. So putting 10,000 gold in, we'd easily make it back if we made it all the way through.
And we'd also have to decide which one of us is actually advancing each level.
It's more of which one gets left behind each level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the part that I'm not concerned about, like, us figuring that part out. We can figure that out, but I mean, that's
and I will
down
say,
to
because you missed it, Adagio, it does seem like Alexios is very set on being the last one standing.
Exactly, you see?
Yeah.
And I love Alexios. And he does a lot of damage.
But yeah, I mean, that's 6,000 gold for just the one person who wins.
It's a party fun.
We'd make the 10,000 back easily.
And not to mention that there's betting, so we can also.
It's true. You guys can place bets.
On ourselves?
Yeah,
Isn't
we
that
could
illegal?
easily make the money back.
It's
This
fucking
guy.
Vultura, dude.
I was gonna say-
Well,
if
this
you-
is the
okay,
Isle of Aries.
let's-
Do you think Aries cares about making betting legal?
Okay, fine. Let's go talk to Regin and Alexios, get their opinion. Then, if you guys want to spend the 10,000, if it's the majority rules, fine. I will be left out. Just saying, I'm totally against this and would rather sabotage. But
Wait, I'm also down for some light maiming and a couple broken bones. That is totally fine. I'm a-okay with biting and scratching. Yep.
Man, we really are the anti-heroes, aren't we?
Anti-heroes are one word for it.
That's what I
Borderline
was saying
villains.
earlier, but no one listened to Honora earlier.
I wasn't here
Not so
earlier.
black and white in Gaia, eh?
Black, white, and red.
so let's
Right,
go
just
back,
reading.
The blood.
talk to Regin and Alexios, see what they say,
All right.
and then go from there.
So, you guys leave the arena of Ares, head back out of the city walls into towards the tower of Alkmenos, the one smote. Eventually, as Helm opens the door and leads you upstairs, you meet up with the rest of your party members as they are putting the finishing touches on their final piece of the evening.
What's that? I want to point at the weird looking sword.
As
You're
they're
muted.
walking in, can I be like putting on the breastplate and
Yeah, for sure. It looks
looking
nice.
the
Feels
looking,
nice.
like, the shield?
Oh my god, we have matching breastplates! Oh yeah! Now you're not a squishy.
I just want to point out with this, my armor class went from a 13 to a 19.
Woo!
Did it really? I'm so sorry. What?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Christ. I think.
Good for you.
Wait, Ilme, what's your armor
Thank you.
class?
Without the studded leather +1, it's a 17 right now.
I
So
have
once
the
I get
lowest
that-
armor class of the group now. I am officially the squishy.
I have an armor class of 18. Just
I
buffed
sit at
myself, though, magically.
15.
I picked up the moderately armored feat so I could use medium armor for this exact
Ah.
reason.
Nice.
I sit at a 15 now.
All right, you guys. This man is demanding 10,000 gold to compete, or we could just lightly maim some competitors.
10,000 gold is pretty steep.
But the
Well.
winnings outweigh that.
What
So
are the
the person who wins, so there's winnings that you win for each round. The person who goes through for every round, if they win everything, they win 6,000 gold alone. Overall, it's over 10,000 gold that we win back.
Well, basically, we're making a profit of like nothing, but we will be winning our money back and keeping these fire arm. I don't know what they're called. Off
They
the
don't have a
streets.
name yet.
I called
These
him a hand
pew,
cannon.
Pew, pew, pews.
These mysterious weapons.
The
Small.
miniaturized cannon technology.
Miniature
A hand cannon.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah, exactly. A hand cannon.
I mean, I guess if it pays for itself and we accomplish what we're set out to, then it's okay, right? But that
Are
is
we gonna make enemies out of whoever we bump out?
I mean,
Probably.
probably.
What does
Am I
it
catching
matter?
those snipes? Can we kill them anyway and steal their magic items?
No, we're not. You missed it earlier. The Titan said no murdering. We're
Yeah,
not
the Titan,
murdering.
Titan is very against the murder.
We're not
Damn it.
murdering.
Damn,
Non-lethal
Titan giving me
only.
morals. What?
I
You're a
should not
Titan.
have called you. I should have just let you not be here.
when you have
Just
to put the
all-
murder hobos in check.
Damn it! I'll kill them non-lethally. Non-lethal
I-
death.
I'm sorry. I don't think you understand what lethal means.
I mean, petrification is
like the
technically
DM
death,
knows
right?
what
But
happened.
they can be
this is-
unpetrified.
Petrification
Non-lethal,
isn't death because it's reversible, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say petrification would not be a
Okay,
lethal
wait. I'm
attack.
so sorry. Who the heck has the Titan? What is?
The one
The
smote
one
has
smote.
the Titan.
Okay, so the one smoke has the Titan. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
We don't know. It seems
Have we
kind of
not
neutral.
interacted
We're
with him?
calling it
What's
by
happening?
ear.
We're going by ear on this one for sure.
Have we interacted with him and the Titan? Is that how we
Yes.
know this?
Yes.
Okay, and Titan is also said neutral. As long as we
Kind
don't.
of.
The Titan was the
Titan.
judge of the Titans when the Titans ruled. So at the very least, she seems more reasonable than Mnemosyne.
That's
She
an
seems
understatement.
she at least claims that she doesn't lie, that she is truth and morality incarnate. She seems open to different opinions, but she also has very clear ideas.
What are these ideas? Do we know
That
these
So
ideas?
the
murder is
Titans
evil, and
should
that
rule.
the Titans should rule. Murder is evil, and guns cannot be spread across Gaia.
Well, those last two tie into each other, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
The first one we could throw out the window. It's okay. We'll workshop
She
that.
seems
I-
open with that though. Like she said, if we proved that the Titans shouldn't rule, that the gods should rule, or something different. Like if we proved that, she was open to the idea, kind of thing.
Have we seen any like Titan abilities from this one or nah?
No, not a single
Damn
thing.
it.
All we know is that she was the one calling out to.
Is it a ring? Is it
Mnemosyne.
really cool-looking ring?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a ring with an
Which is a-
opal jewel.
I want to draw this. Continue with the story.
I thought you said you were going to steal this, and I was like, oh god.
I'm gonna snatch this off his finger.
I was like, I don't
Chop
think
the
that'll work.
finger
He's attuned to it. That's not
Good
going to
luck.
work well.
Just because you
I'm
haven't seen
so
any abilities
sure.
doesn't mean that there are no abilities.
I'm
You
so
remember what
sure
happened
that
last time
like
you
the
tried to,
Titan
like,
of
just-
truth and morality won't like hurt me for chopping off the finger and stealing the ring.
I'm
last
sure
time
we'll
love
do
for you to
great
test this.
together.
I would love for you to test this.
You remember the last time you tried to mess with a Titan as a ring?
we
It was one that dealt with
miniaturize-
acid.
If we miniaturize the one schmo and put him in a nice little blood class cube, I'm sure we'll have all the funds. And when he grows again and his like bones get crushed, that's a him problem.
Let's not kill Alexios' master, but the Titan can also help us find other Titans if we take her to her temple.
Wait,
Okay, so back
wait,
on
I'm so
track
sorry.
here.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
I'm-
I did forget to mention that. So Themis also said, like, after this thing is finished, if this is successful, what she has offered in return is the chance to allow her to reach out to all of her brethren on this plane and potentially be able to locate where all of them are.
Okay, so are we leaving Themis with the one schmo? Or are we
We haven't
somehow
gotten that
trying
far
to
yet.
get...
We haven't
I'm-
gotten that far yet.
This is why I'm here.
We
Or
haven't gotten that far
are
yet.
we trying to return this Titan to the gods? Because
We haven't gotten that far yet. That's the
Okay, well,
problem.
we're here now.
I
I'm
think
here
we should
now.
follow through and pay if we're going to be remaking what we're spending, and maybe accomplishing the task. Plus, I think it would just be really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. Ryujin. So.
it wasn't me.
what wasn't you?
He might know about the fact that you were a gladiator.
Rio the Unbroken. Woo! He wants your dead body.
You're not. He's not wrong. I wouldn't have said it like that. But
Okay.
he's not wrong.
Well, that's not ideal.
It's not.
And also, what the fuck?
It was that one.
We were trying to convince him to let us go and be a part of this, and so we were just naming off everything we could think of to try and convince this dude.
But
And
he was
so that was mentioned.
so sorry. We also mentioned that we're all demigods.
Why would he want you dead?
You never told us that we weren't supposed to tell people you were a gladiator. You never told us that. So
I mean,
Is that
fair,
like,
but I feel like
a mentioning
it was just
anywhere,
kinda,
or-
it was kind of like just kind of like a little hush hush. You know what I'm saying? Just,
It was like
you didn't say
hey,
that
No,
it was hush
you
hush.
did not. You did
very
not
much
say
did
that.
not.
You did not. You
I
just
feel like
kind of
I
told
shouldn't
us
have
and
had
said
to
that you
say it.
left. That's all you said.
Brett, you told us a little more about yourself.
We're at a
and we
gladiator
said,
pit.
"Ooh."
and the last one I was at, Poseidon wrecked the people that were trying to kill me, basically. So
you did tell us that.
yeah, I did. Didn't
No,
I?
you didn't. You said
just
you
told
said
us
Poseidon
were a
saved
gladiator
you.
and what your name
said
was, and
Poseidon
that you were
saved you.
saved. That's all you said.
I don't.
I did not know
I don't think
Poseidon
we
himself
Out of
decided to
character, I
wreck a
think
couple
we've had this
portals.
discussion.
Not as
You
a
would try
party.
it, yeah?
You had it off stream. You
Are you
never
sure?
had this discussion with the party. Yes.
Are you sure? I
I
feel
did
like
not know.
early game we did.
No.
Are we positive?
We
No.
never had this
No.
discussion.
Weird.
You told us your gladiator name, that
Huh.
Poseidon saved you, and that's how you got your powers, and that is
And that
all
thought
you
were
told
a
us.
cleric.
All right.
Yeah, you
all
told
right.
us. You told us
I
that the guys
rescind
tried to drown you.
I rescind my last couple statements. Then you
Nope.
know nothing.
No, it's already said. It's
So-
observant feeded. Keen mind has locked it in place.
I know things. You started
Well, yeah,
journalism, Laura.
basically, there's a reason that I left. I mean, the gladiator scene after that, because I kind of was
Wait, so you
partially
have to do
responsible for some, big head honcho of a gladiator pit's death.
Oh, wait a
Um,
minute. You
tell
did
us
not
this.
say death. You said that he.
What
fucked some
did you
shit up.
think happened when I said
You said
Poseidon
fuck some shit
killed
up.
them for trying to
You
drown
did not
me?
say
You did
Poseidon
not say
killed them. You
kill.
just said Poseidon saved you. That's
You
all
said
you
Poseidon
said.
gave you power. That's about it. I assume that
Me
you
as a
Eldritch
person right now,
blasted
I'm
your
getting
way out.
very mixed up. So just like, I apologize.
Eldritch blast. That's what I assume. I'm mad.
So
Alright, how
basically,
about,
the things that we were told, your name, Poseidon saved you. That's where you got your powers, and that
Okay.
you left. You didn't tell us why. You didn't say that he killed them, and that you were the responsible for that was responsible for somebody's death. We
But
didn't
you
know
did
that.
you did also tell them that it happened because they were trying to drown you, and you're like, I don't fucking drown, and then Poseidon saved you.
Yeah, that's all you told
Yeah.
us.
How do you think
I also
Poseidon
don't
would
think
have
we-
saved me from people that tried to drown
I thought
me?
he gave
I
you
also
magical
don't
powers
think
and
we
you
knew
went
that
blah,
they
blah,
were
blah.
gladiators. I
Yeah.
don't think you mentioned that the people drowning you were gladiators.
You
So-
just, yeah, you
They
didn't.
weren't
You just said that you're
specifically.
being drowned.
They were just the people running the gladiator arena.
But I don't think
Um,
you told us that was part of it, because those were so you told us about being a gladiator, but then you told us about how you got your powers, but they were like separate the way you said them, so we didn't know.
Just tell the story.
Yeah, just tell the story, bud.
Okay, so basically, I went to this gladiator thing. I was supposed to throw a fight. I didn't. They didn't like that too much. Tried to drown me, but they didn't know I was demigod. So when they tried to drown me, Poseidon was like, "Nope." Came out of the water that they were trying to drown me in, and like just sliced them to death with liquid. And then he gave me purpose and power, and I left and abandoned the name Ryu the Unbroken because, I was kind of partially responsible for. Do I remember his name?
the guy, the head honcho, the Glory Maker.
I was responsible for the Glory Maker's death. So I left and I started my voyage to Looms.
So we didn't know this, and I apologize.
It's okay.
I tried to bribe him to not write the letter, but he's writing a letter apparently because somebody's looking for you.
Understandable, I think. Not ideal, but
Oh my god, we can give Ryujin a rebranding. Fuck yes, I'm excited. I'm gonna go message all the important people I know. There is a new champion born from the ashes, Ryu the Broken, and
Ryu the fucked up.
and he will be kicking
Ryu
all of
the
your asses.
childhood
in
trauma.
Ryu the
your suit.
dumbass. That's one of the clips on the channel. Ryu the dumbass.
that is. That's fair.
Ryu of fallen plates.
I'm gonna give you my cloak,
like it.
and
I
you're
like
gonna
it.
look badass. You're gonna wear that thing that guy's wearing behind you.
In all seriousness though, man, I am really sorry. I didn't know that it was a bad thing until we said it. And he said something in our letter.
It's all right.
Should we silence him? Can we memory wipe him?
We can kill him.
I need Nemosity.
These are
Let me
not
just
the
call
drones you were looking
Artemis
for.
real quick and be like, hey, I need Nemosity to make
Murder.
somebody.
Listen, all of us powered up. Did no one pick any sort of memory wiping abilities? Come on, guys. No.
I took
just
Team Mind.
Modified
That's
memory,
the
I
opposite.
believe, is level 5.
So can I
Because
get
I
you all to
wasn't
come
able to
with me
use-
back to that specific location you were just at? Maybe sneak in. We got.
He's not scared of us. I tried breaking his
He's not
desk and
scared
he
of
was
us.
not intimidated.
Well, yeah, but when there's 5 against 1, we might have.
I don't think he's scared of us considering there's guards everywhere.
He'll be scared when lightning bolts is
You're not murdering people.
Listen,
Is
Oh
Themis
my
in the general
God.
vicinity? Can she hear this happening?
You assume Alkmenos is somewhere in the tower, but he's not on this
Listen.
level.
Listen,
Can I just
cutting
tell
off
Themis,
an
tell
arm
them to
or
stop
two
trying to
is
murder
not
people?
death. Cutting off an arm, a limb, a 3 is not death. He can still live. I have
It's
fire.
not
I can
death,
cauterize all of his wounds. You
my
can
God.
slice his throat, and I can put my hand to his throat and like burn it, and he'll just have the like marks on my hand for the rest of his life. But that's not death. That's just torture. Is the Titan against torture, or
It's not death.
You know,
That
she
doesn't
didn't
describe
specify.
she
It's
didn't
just
specify? Those are the
like, yeah.
loopholes. I'll
Can
be
I go
like,
find
you didn't
them
specify. You
and
laid the
ask,
ground
did you
rules,
say
and I wasn't
torture
around.
is okay, so I can tell them if you say it's okay or not?
You walk out of this room. You have. Are you just gonna try to keep going up and see if you find them?
Can I cast
Yeah,
locate object?
can I start?
Titan?
Can I start like calling out, being like, "Hey, Themis," and say it in different languages until she hears me? Just keep
Don't
going
you
through them.
have Titanic?
I do,
you-
but she touching earlier.
You climb up and up and up and up, all the way until eventually the stairs end and you're on a final landing. And directly in the center of the room is the stationary form of Helm, and above him is a trapdoor that he seems to be standing directly under.
Can I tell Helm? Hey, can I like talk to Helm? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah.
Can I talk to the one smut or Themis? I have a question I need to ask her, so that we don't do something that we should not do while completing something she's asked us to do.
Murder with a capital M.
It's
Not a cap.
capital T.
You stare at this faceless automaton for a bit before you hear a voice coming from inside it. Carry on, I will be down shortly.
Okay,
Think
I'll
and
say
talk?
thank you, and then I'll come back.
Alcmenos
He
can
missed
talk through
this
it.
too.
Yeah.
Wait, Alchemist can talk through his forge?
Yeah.
Forge.
Okay,
That's
It's
great.
a
I'll go
simple-
back down and be like, okay,
It's not
I
as
don't need
complicated
that.
as it seems. It's a cool effect, but it's a fairly easy thing to do.
It sounded very painful, and I don't know if that's just how Alchemist is, or
He has a
if
stutter.
I should
He has
be
a stutter.
considered. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like choking on blood, and I was very concerned for a
Don't-
second.
don't make
Um.
fun of the stutter. You weren't here to hear that, but don't make fun of the stutter. Or
It's
anybody
it's
who's
from his
listening.
Glad
accident.
Don't do that.
someone will be, because damn,
Yeah.
definitely
So
would have been like, what is going on?
you head back down. Eventually, after a few minutes, you do hear the heavy footfall of Helm as he appears, and then behind him you see the half-orcish figure of Alcmenos. You had a question?
I
Yeah,
love
we
you.
wanted to ask Themis something.
What do you need, child?
We're trying to figure out a way to get into the tournament. We might have found a way, but the problem is we might not be able to complete everything because of long story short, somebody here is kind of wanted for something apparently that wasn't actually their fault. But
Dead or alive.
how do you feel about torture? You said no to death, but they want to know about torture.
I am the Titaness of morality.
I thought. That's what I thought, but I wanted to. I said I'd ask.
Okay, so what are the lines of torture? Like, if I cut off a finger or two, is that torture?
She's the tightness of morality. I don't know what you want.
Damn
from
it,
her.
I have none of that. I have none of that.
I'm
Can
just
I
thinking back to
interrupt?
day one Adagio and like
Yeah,
the change.
yeah.
Alexios,
Alexios, go ahead.
MC
I
and
want to
innocent kid.
ask Alcmenos, do you have 10,000 gold?
Uh,
I didn't even think of
I suppose.
We need to get into I need to get into the race of Olympus to fix this. And that is the price that was set. Can you help me?
Your choice is either 10,000 gold or torture.
No, that's the
That's on me. Please, I apologize.
that. Yes, that's yeah.
always go to the extremes when it comes to my friends, but I'm very much willing to pay the 10,000.
Alcmenos
If we
puts
had
a
it.
hand on your shoulder, Alexios.
If this is what is needed to rid my mistake, it is the very least I can do.
Okay, so I want to backtrack a bit. Alcmenos created hand cannons, and
Yes.
his apprentice stole the
Stole
working
them.
prototype.
Stole two prototypes that, to be fair, she helped him fix. She helped him
So
complete it, and she
she
stole
knows how
two
to
of them.
recreate them, or
She would know how to, but her plan is essentially to use them at the climax of this gladiator fight, reveal just how amazing and overwhelmingly revolutionary they are, so that all the soldiers in the audience want to buy from her.
Heard.
Yeah.
So
Hell,
I just
get my gold.
I have never
That's
loved
what
an
I was gonna
NPC more. I don't know why, but I just want to make this man soup and like hold him safe. I would be totally okay just like being his maid. That is what is popping through my head right now. I will stay here in Vultura and take care of this man. He deserves the world.
while
You're-
Helm is. Oh, am I muted?
No, you're good.
No.
Okay, yeah. While Helm is up getting the goal, I'm gonna turn towards Ryujin and say, "Listen, this is a point of no return if I ever saw one. No matter what, whoever you don't want to find you is probably gonna know that you're here. You can run, but I'm asking you to stay. 'Cause I want you to fight with me."
I appreciate it, and I'm not gonna run. I mean, before I met you all, I would have, but I mean, we all have to face our past at some point, right? So why not now?
I want to make over Ryujin so bad. I want to like take the eye patch off, put some makeup on, hide the fucking brand. I'm gonna chop your hair off. Choop 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 choop. You're wearing purples instead of blues now. No one will
Too
recognize
much
you.
purple. Oh my god.
Someone will not recognize. No one will recognize the Unbroken.
I'll start wearing orange and green and paying
That's
my
it.
respects to Aquaman.
Yeah.
There we go.
No.
Actually,
I'm-
can I just wear like a fishing overall and like jacket, like a fisherman's jacket,
For
a
sure.
wool sweater?
This is like a WWE. Everyone needs a character. Everyone needs a costume.
Yeah.
I'm drawing this.
Oh yeah, I would point out to him that if you don't want to be seen, you do have the dread helm.
That was my I'm gonna wear that. Mhm.
Oh man.
I mean, they're gonna know it's me, either way, but at least I'll have some coverage, I guess. I don't know.
And if anybody's gonna back out, now's the time.
I don't
Not
even
much
know
of a
what's
choice, and I already told you I wasn't backing out of the fight.
I'm
I
putting
just
my
wanted to
hand
avoid
in
it at
between all of
possible.
us. Putting my
It's
hand
true. I
in.
mean, Traya did say if shit goes down, you can call her. So if anyone did want to call out, Traya could be your cover.
We're not putting Traya in this after the bullshit that she just went through.
I have been trying still. Yeah, I'm weird. I don't know what's happening in my mind right now. I'm gonna put my hand
As soon as
in.
Helm gets his
Team
back-
Isaac.
Who's Isaac? As soon as Helm gets back, I'm out the door into the Coliseum.
Okay.
I'm going with them.
I'm not going with him. I was not a
I-
pretty this last time.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I thought it'd be nice if all of us went, but
Oh, I can go. I can go.
I think all of us should go.
I'll go.
Adagio, shut up, please.
I'm gonna put my hand in between all of us, like for a group, like, you know, my hand down.
Hoorah! Put your
Yeah.
hands in. I'm gonna be the second person in. Boop.
I'm
I'm having a serious moment. Fine.
I'm just gonna like look up and go, what the fuck is happening? What are you doing?
On the count of 3, Fate's hands. Woo!
Yeah.
Before we
Has
get
Ilme
down to
put her
3,
hand in yet?
Oh yeah, sure. I get it.
What is
Yay.
happening? I'm so confused. What is happening?
before we
I don't-
get
I
to
grabbed their
3,
hand and put it on top.
Hands of fate. We're the
Join
hands
us,
of fate. We're
join us,
putting our
join
hands
us,
in.
join
What
us,
just happened?
join us.
before
Give
we
me your
get to
hand.
3, I
This is your
want
hand in
to
marriage.
put my other hand under, like, on top of everyone else's and just, like, grab all your hands and say, if anything happens, if I die, just make sure Treya gets all my stuff.
I'm gonna cast ceremony, and we are
Nothing
all
goes to you shits.
I'm good.
I will
Can I
also
cast
say
ceremony on
Give
unwilling
Treya my
participants?
trident and
You
my
are
eye
all now
patch
in a
at the very
polyamorous
least.
marriage.
And Alexios, I
Wait a
want
minute.
you to get.
If you do not give me your
My-
lyre, I will cry. I just want you to know that.
Yeah,
I
you're
will be
getting your lyre.
deeply offended if I
I'm
do not
literally
get
gonna
that
write a
lyre.
will. Like over the next week, I'm writing a will for everyone, for all my stuff. Just know that.
The tournament's tomorrow.
Can we ship the head of the gods? Because I also think that'd be funny.
Sorry, I'm taking Vinny outside.
What?
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 Gone. I
What is
left.
happening?
I
All right.
am following Alexios.
So-
While we're going over there, should we all make like a will? Because we know we're going into something big again, and that tends to be bad for us.
Nah.
Wanna cook
We'll be
and
fine.
fashion?
The one thing I will say, if anything happens to me, which is less likely, I just Ryu just
we-
dealing with a mark on his back right now,
Are we
and I don't
all
want to be in the final
agreement-
fight.
Are we all in agreement that Alexios will be the final one?
Yes.
If anybody doesn't agree, tell me now.
No, I agree with that.
Nah,
That's
I'm
fine.
good.
I don't
I
really-
don't want to.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to be
final
final
at all.
girl anyway, so it's okay with me.
I got
If with my
I mean,
Really
I'm
shitty
good to
luck.
go, honestly.
with my really shitty luck, I'm with Ryujin. Someone give
Okay,
Trey at the blue gem and the green gem
I really want to buff you out before you go out there, so.
and the
just
cloak
let
of
me
stars.
know.
What
That's
is that
fun.
beeping sound?
I don't know. Who's that coming from?
That's not me.
It's Gavin.
Gavin, what is it?
My
I need to
Apple
know.
Watch.
Okay, I was so
Is it
confused.
walkie-talkie mode?
All right,
Oh,
so
it is
you
not.
guys
Okay.
walk back to the arena of Aries. Alexios holding this enormous bag of gold. At various points, you have to like switch hands because it's just so goddamn heavy. But the guards to the arena, upon seeing this bag of gold, immediately allow you access in, and all 5 of you cram into this small office as Ringmaster Minor looks up expectantly.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna toss the gold on his desk. Show my radiant brand. And I'm gonna say, hands of fate. Don't forget it.
I want to stand in front of Ryujin where he can't see Ryujin as well.
And I just want to sing.
Oh, I've got my helmet on. The dread helm is on. I'm in all my armor, shield, everything.
I'm still standing slightly in front of Ryujin.
That's
I'm
a
not
very
giving him a
good
chance
sight.
to see him.
Menor, you see his eyes go across each of you in turn, sizing you up. And then he grabs the bag of gold and just does a quick look inside, a quick little count. He closes it up and looks at you guys. You all should get some rest. You have a big day tomorrow.
Wait, who are we replacing?
I'll figure it out. Probably the Golden Hope. I hate those guys.
Oh my god.
Ouch!
Those are the ones I was most looking forward to. I was like, I want to meet them so bad. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. I am meeting these guys because they're cool. My brain said, possible demigods? Me.
Yeah, so
We all-
to be fair, this
we
is so for anyone confused watching stream, the Golden Hope is another party that I had in the original campaign that I ran back like just with my friends. This is not them. This is a
man.
group inspired
We've
by
met
them.
the actual part of the party before. They were
Can we meet
in
them?
the battle, right? They played
Can I beat 'em up?
NPCs.
No, that wasn't the Golden Hope.
Oh, I thought that was the Golden Hope.
That was some members of that group were the Golden Hope, but the Golden Hope is a group of 7.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. This is I took the Golden Hope and I made them a little more normal.
I love that for you. I love that for you. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
That was a really good name though too. Like props
great
to
name.
them for Golden Hope. I was like, yo.
Yeah, Golden Hope's a great name. The reason they went with Golden Hope is really fucking gross too. They had a character who died in the gauntlet, much like Anura here, but did not come back.
Oh no.
Well, he wanted to make a new character, which is fine. But he had gold teeth, and so when he died, they took his teeth, and they became the Golden Hope.
Oh my god.
That sounds like me. I would get along with that party so well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyway. So
Anyway.
the payment has been made. Where are you guys sleeping tonight?
On the Tromocrates, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God,
So-
I can have a proper bed and y'all want a hammock.
Go get a proper bed then. Up to you.
Can I?
This is free.
Yeah.
If I put on a performance, anything is free. So
Sure.
I have.
You guys make your way back to the familiar decks of the Tromocrates.
I know
back.
I said sleep, but I want a
Ooh,
party
that's
anyway. I still want another pirate party.
Before
Nora?
we go back to the ship, can
Yeah.
I see if there's a library anywhere that I can try and find a book on?
You can ask Alexios, and you very quickly find the answer is no.
Damn it. Okay.
Wait, what gods do they? Obviously Aries. What temples do they have on the Isle of Aries?
Exclusively Aries temples.
Not even like Hades. They don't have any like death worshipping like people who are like, "Thank you for dying for us."
They worship death as a part of Ares' domain.
Or-
Death is the natural conclusion to battle.
You know what?
Even there are like a lot of the smiths here worship Ares as well, but even those who do worship Hephaestus do it quietly.
That's so weird. Good for them.
Ares has a temper, and if you praise other gods too loudly on his land, he will know, and he will punish you.
I will keep that in mind because
Yeah.
I'm definitely a loudmouth.
Yeah.
Loud
So, you guys make your way back to the Tromocrates. There is a good deal of merriment going on. Some people are still like sleeping and hanging out mostly on the ship. Other people, you can tell, are in the local taverns here in the docks. There are a few people that you recognize as the officers. Traia is on the ship with Anemios. Both of them have had a little bit to drink. Traia is definitely a little bit drunker than Anemios would like. You don't see Cassandra or Teos or any of those people.
I want to walk up and be like, guess who's competing in the race to Olympus? Ayo!
Shut up!
That's me! Well, I mean, I guess all of us, but yeah! Y'all
Wait,
better
are you
watch. I
serious?
want support.
You guys, man, you guys always get the coolest shit.
Listen, if you had 4 other friends, I'm sure you can compete too.
Well, I'm gonna watch you. I'm
You
gonna
better. I
I'm
want
gonna-
signs.
wait.
I want to hear you scream from the crowd.
Anemios. He goes, what? Anemios. Can we place bets? We should place bets. He's like, of course. We will place a bet in your honor.
Oh. And if we
Could you
lose and
place
you
a
lose your
bet?
money, that's on them. And I'll point out like Alexios, and be like, he's our final man.
Could one of you place a bet for us?
Of
And one of
course.
you also plays against us. Just in
Just to
case.
hedge your
Just in
bets.
case. You know, cover our bases.
Of course.
Do these guys know what's happening? Like, gun-wise?
No.
No.
Nobody knows what this new invention is.
Oh.
It's gonna be
And I was thinking
unveiled.
of playing. Tell
Y'all
you,
have
don't,
no trust, heard.
don't,
Don't.
don't
I
tell-
love Traia. I'd like to say this. She is amazing. Just
Thank
side
you.
notes of my bubbling brain just going off right now.
Traia and Alcmenos the One Smote, your 2 favorite NPCs.
Yes! Oh my god.
What about Odella? No, what about Lileo though?
Lileo.
Okay,
yeah.
wait. They were great characters. I want to smother the F out of like Traia and Alchemicos. Like if I could build a tower and like just like praise them as gods, which is blasphemy. I want If I could just like make sure their lives were easier every day, oh yeah.
So
They're
what was
amazing, they're perfection.
Ariadne's title again?
Sorry?
Was it Ariadne?
Ariadne the spider?
Yes. What was her title as a woman, as an artist?
Oh,
She was a seamstress.
weaver? A seamstress?
Yeah.
But she didn't have like a title for being blasphemous, anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Her blasphemy was fairly short-lived.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to where the Godstone that I have came, because we know about the Athena one, but
Yeah.
That's me.
I don't know where mine came from.
Yep.
That is all.
I'm gonna whip out the lyre and be like, who's ready to celebrate our possible deaths and possible celebratories beforehand?
You guys
And then
have
start
an
dancing
evening
immediately
of
with no one.
festivities.
Yes.
An evening of almost like the night before the apocalypse festivities. Gallows humor, lots of drinking, but also in the moments between the drinks, you can feel your heartbeat as you understand what tomorrow may bring.
That's what I
And
want the tempo
eventually,
to be.
yeah.
My heartbeat. Boom, boom,
There you
boom,
go.
boom.
Can
Yeah.
Honora be off to the side, like away from all the festivities?
Absolutely. You can just go to your normal spot on top of the deck and look at the stars.
Oh, it's night. Hello.
Yeah, it's night.
I'm sorry. As
Yeah.
a child of the sun, I would hope the sun was out as I dance and play and sing.
Eventually, not all at the same time, but one by one, you all eventually find yourselves to sleep. Some of you sleep very soundly after an exhausting day. Others take a long time to finally find rest. Alexios?
Before I go to sleep, I want to, because I'm not on like land right now. If we're on the boat, I want to send a quick prayer to my father.
You got it.
Not like an actual like prayer, but like,
A little thought.
yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Race to Olympus. I did not want this. Didn't help. Something.
I'm sending
A dragon.
SOS.
But yeah, panic. I don't like Colosseum.
Okay. So, eventually, you all find rest. And when you awake, who knows what will face you?
Jesus.
And that's where I'll pick up next week.
I'm ready to like watch this on Twitch. Be like, what did y'all forget to mention? Because I definitely was like along the way Swiss hole being filled in.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hey, maybe next time show up on time.
I gotta go. I think my mother is calling me.
Thank you guys for joining us. Definitely join next week for what I expect to be a bit of an exciting episode, would be my guess, at least. Guns in ancient Greece. Who would have thunk? When you bring in artificers, you gotta bring in guns eventually. And here we are. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, tune in next week, Monday, 7:30 Eastern, same time, same place. And if you didn't catch this entire episode, like some of our cast, you can watch this episode on YouTube on Thursday for your easy viewing pleasure. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.